Ah. Hello. Gonna drop that down just a little bit. That should be fine. Hopefully everything's going well. There it is. Hello everyone. Just gonna wait for everything to update like it normally does. Alright, that's good connection there, good connection there. Just gotta wait for Discord and Stream Elements to update. Hope everyone's doing well. I am just a little bit knackered. It's been quite a long week. Hello Real, how you doing? Ultra kill event. Damn, it's taking a long time to... Oh, I should have the chat pop out so that I can see everything. Hello Jins, how you doing? Put that there. Oh shit! I just realised. Yes, that's right. I was supposed to start at 7:30, not at 7. Oh well, it's fine. I was thinking there's not as many people in the waiting room as normal. Of course, that's because they didn't know. Why you always do this? I don't know. This time, though, it was completely by accident. Normally, I'm just like, fuck it, I'll start early. No, this time I just completely forgot. I thought it was 7. I rarely ever do anything at 1:30, so it's like, oh well. God damn it. I almost missed it. God damn it. Okay, I'll give it like 5 or so minutes just for everyone to get the updates and all that. Well, there's Stream Elements. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. I left it open when you'd come in and heard your voice. Man, you shut this down and begin again when it's the appropriate time. Oh god, it wouldn't be the first time I've done that. I did actually, at one point I accidentally pressed start stream and it came on and I was like, shit. So I ended stream and it actually ended the whole thing. So I had to remake the YouTube lobby and everything and it was like, oh god. Also, why are you rolling? You barely have any Arundums left. Because I want her. Like, I want her. She looks awesome. I need this character. That's what we call a pattern of behavior. Yeah. You know, they should probably put me in a laboratory and have scientists study me. I have just enough for one pool and I'll be damned if I don't do it. Let me just see. What am I on? Okay, I'll wait until it reaches the 5-minute mark and then I'll start. That'll probably be enough time. I would honestly wait until she's in the shop to buy her gold certs. I mean, true. But to be honest, I'm sort of flexible with what there's not really anyone in particular that I really want. Well, I mean, that's not entirely true. I mean, there's a couple of characters I'd want, but then nothing like in terms of specific banners. So I'm just sort of rolling when I can. Fia is something for sure. She is so good when she can actually get her niche going of both being able to aim at a bottleneck and have a healer on her. What time is it? Okay. I'm going to do one roll as well anyway, just because I don't really roll very often. I always forget to do it on stream and always end up doing it off stream. But, so I'm just going to do one, and it's probably just going to be a 3-star. Yes, sure. Get ready for the grey. No, okay, it's a 4-star. That's fine. Imagine you get her. That would have been hilarious. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that's even louder. Kata, okay. Phil will be the first style max. Oh, interesting. Also, if hopefully I can maybe like get a 5-star at least if I roll 5 more times, which I should be able to. I should be able to get some of the thingies done. I have a feeling you'll enjoy Guide Ahead. I have been looking forward to it. Speaking of Terminal, there it is. Make sure you keep the music on for this event. Oh, I definitely will. I was only putting it down a bit because the voice is loud, but as long as it sticks within the green, I'm fine. Basically, for OBS, I need my voice to be in the yellow and game audio to be in green, and that's a good balance, in theory. I got my executor max pot there. Ooh, yes. And I just want to double check. Yes, okay, Enforcer is the freebie. Well, he's not free, he costs like 200 per pop, but that's fine. Oh, I do like this music. Certificates. Oh, what's these things? I'm yet to actually get any of this stuff. Oh, I like that movie. Of course the currency is bullet casings. Oh, of course it would be. Purple certs are only for people who did the event first. Oh, okay. Alright, so... right place, right time. That's funny. Normally we're in the right place at the wrong time, or the wrong place at the right time. Many a guest has been invited to this distinguished Laterano assembly, but make no mistake, some visitors are unwelcome, unrequested, and here of their own accord. I wasn't expecting this song off the bat. Purple certs are what you get when you buy or acquire the same furniture twice. Yeah, I just don't think I've ever had the opportunity to do that. The man steps into the room. The woman in the wheelchair utters not a word. I read something else there. He tidies up the notes and documents scattered across the table. He swaps the withered flowers in the vase out for fresh ones. She continues reading her newly borrowed book, as if she takes no notice of him. It is silent. Perhaps because all there is to say has long since been said. Or perhaps because it is not yet time for that which shouldn't be said. Cryptic. Without warning, the man speaks. She'll be back soon. Wasting man. Quiet woman, okay. Ugh. Ow, my back hurts all of a sudden, and it's giving me a stomachache. Ow. Give me a moment. The Legati spent so long preparing for this meeting. Of course she will. Okay, I'm not sure what the Legati is, or is it Legati? I don't know. How long will you stay? And back hurts morphs into an old man. No, but it really is. That really is what it's like these days. I swear, you get past 21 and suddenly you feel like you're 90 years old. Ugh. First one is right for Legati. Okay. Until I finish what I must do. For all I can accomplish here is the delivery of the Lateran people's souls. I should go. Don't come back. Ooh, ouch. The man stands silent for a while before turning and leaving the room. The woman pushes her wheelchair up to the window. She opens it and looks out. She's watched the sun rise and set over Laterano countless times through this window frame. The city is as noisy as ever tonight, the Laterans being strangers to both tranquility and exhaustion. So they have good stamina. So, what of tomorrow on? I already feel like I'm really going to like this event, like I did with Siliquisano. Cecelia. Mama, drink some hot water. Good girl. Mama's alright. Mama, I'll read you a storybook. Cecelia, my darling Cecelia. Mama really hates to leave you. Are you going to leave me, Mama? No. Mama's never, ever wanted to leave you. She's just got no choice. Where are you going, Mama? Can I go with you too? Is that okay? You can't go where I'm about to go, Cecelia. It's very cold, very lonely, and so empty. I'll go with you. I'll be with you so you won't be lonely. Oh, darling, that's not what she means. I'm sorry, Cecelia. Your childhood should not have been... Oh, your childhood should have been so much more blessed. I have been blessed with you, Mama. Cecelia, listen now, listen. I'm listening, Mama. I won't be able to look after you soon. Someone will come pick you up. Go with him. He'll take you to Papa. Papa will look after you for me, okay? Can't you come with me? I bet Papa really wants to see you. Mama has something important to do, so I can't go with you. Once you see Papa, tell him that your Mama really misses him too. Also tell him I'm sorry, okay? Mama, what are you sorry for? Listen to me. Listen to your Mama, Cecelia. I will, Mama. Don't cry. Cecelia, my poor Cecelia. Giving birth to you was the greatest blessing in my life. But what if you find it a lifelong curse? My child, my beloved daughter. Who will bless you? Who can? Cecelia, my darling Cecelia, hide yourself. Don't let them find you. Run away. Leave Laterano. The mother holds her daughter's hands, though her eyes flashed. No, though her eyes flash myriad emotions, until finally all strength fades from them, and they slowly, gently fall shut. Mama? The Sankta girl does not know what's happened. When she notices her mother's hands have turned cold, she clasps them together against her own chest, hoping to provide some warmth to her. This is too early to start with this. There's a knock on the door. Executor, Federico of the Laterano Notorial, I nearly read that as National, Notorial Hall, on official business. Please open the door. I like... It says cheery as well, and I was about to say, oh, his mask makes him look like he's smiling. Damn. That's probably got to be the soonest Arknights has started straight with a depressing scene. I didn't think anything would top starting straight off with a massacre, but I guess that'll do. Sir, your check-in at the guest house has been taken care of. The rest of the day is completely free. Might not be a bad idea to have a look around. You seemed quite eager the whole way. Remind me what event started with a massacre? Oh no, not an event. I was thinking of the very first chapter of the main story, starting with the attack on Chernobog and killing everyone. Oh, it's a Colombian. Okay, I was going to say, I thought it was the bloke from Victoria. I'm like, what are you doing here? Lateran City has some very distinct architecture. You see? Wasn't it worth the trip? I suppose it was. What's the schedule for tomorrow? Your meeting with His Holiness the Apostle, our Pope, is all set. So I'll be returning to Basilica now. I'll fetch you tomorrow when it's time to meet him. Hello, Night Eater. How you doing? Prepare for mood whiplash. Oh god, yeah. Please enjoy your stay in Laterano during the conference. No need to worry about expenses. It is our honour to host VIPs from the world over. Never say something like that. They will flat out destroy your economy on bills alone. The world over. I sure don't see how gathering all these foreigners in one place is going to get anything done. Still, how could I refuse such a generous invitation from His Holiness? Might as well take advantage of his hospitality while I'm here. Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me, feel free to take Laterano by storm. He's American, he most certainly will. Sorry, Colombian. Sightseeing montage. The architecture here is interesting. Colombia uses pillars like these too, but there are subtle differences. Seeing as I'm here... What are they up to over there? Hello, Azur. How are you doing? Ah. It should not surprise me that Laterano has open carry. All set up? I'm good. How's your end? Doing alright, enjoying the gunplay. Just a good old day in Laterano. Done. Ezel, Have we dispersed everyone in this area? Oh, is that his actual name? Interesting. All the citizens likely to be yes, all the citizens likely to be directly affected, yes. Those in the secondary effect range are confirmed to be notified as well. Shall we get started then? Current time is 10:22 on March 15th, 1099. I nearly said 1999. The following act of demolition is carried out with Reserve Executor Ezel of the Notarial Hall as witness. I don't think open carry usually means carry in your hand with the finger on the trigger loop, though. I'm sure there's probably some states where it does. Actually, yeah, she has terrible handling. Alright, here goes. 3. What are those three Sankta doing standing around that pillar? 2. Mans is walking into imagine walking into a building that's about to get blown up for demolition. You three are the only ones around here. What gives? 1. Fire! Huh? Where did you come from? What? What was that explosion? Something's coming down. As usual, American tourists, yep. I mean, I can't say much. British tourists are pretty bad, but, yeah. Save me! Save me! I have to. What? The pillar's falling a lot slower now. Save. Cram it. Okay, Angry Bird. I see it now. He's like, This is why we have universal signs for do not cross. Yep. That scared the skin off me. What kind of crazy place is Laterano? Whoever you are, Liberi, thank you for rescuing me. What's your name? Find me at the Colombian Provisional Association and I'll return the favour. Oh. I thought you were still in Lungman. She's called what now? Oh, Shimmering. Okay. There's way too many M's there. I couldn't read that for a moment. She's called Shimmering Vigil. Side-eye. Oh, I love that face. Look at the smile. Look at the side-eye. Look at her halo. Yeah, okay, yeah, I need to do that. I forgot about that. Shimmering Vigil. Lateran names sure do sound silly sometimes. That's not my name. What? Oh, I love that stare. What is that stare? It's going straight through. It's going straight through the camera. It is looking like several nations behind the camera. There is no force behind those eyes. Any more intense and she'll be going cross-eyed. Hi, you're okay, right? Thanks, you two. That could have been a disaster. Wasn't Mostima and Lungman to begin with to send a message to Wei and Wu from the Pope. Oh, she must have returned then, I think, because this is the thing that the message was for, wasn't it? Or maybe not. Maybe not. I can't remember now. No thought, only anger. Oh no, the message was something else, I think. Never mind. Yeah, for some reason her stare is way more intense. It's just staring into your soul. It really does. Thank you for the aid. The lack of music is disturbing me. You're welcome. the I... Fear, that is not my name. Hypergriff, the Liberia formerly known as Shimmering Vigil. Oh, I love it. I love it when the writers troll their own characters. Say, what's going on here though? Bombings in the middle of the day? Don't tell me you have extremists sneaking in. You would not be standing here still if they were. I suppose it's fair you're Colombian, you would have to worry about extremism. You should read the end of COB sometimes, it's a fun epilogue. You know, I did read through Code of Brawl a while back. I'm not entirely sure if I actually read the epilogue for it. I might have just done the stages and then forgot to go back to it. I don't know. It has been a while since I read it though, so. No, we just do this for fun. Oh, there's the music. Something's been on my mind. Go on. Do you think this pillar is absolutely perfectly positioned, or no? I would say so. It fully embodies Laterano's architectural aesthetics. So, I can't help but want to see what would happen if I blew it up. I have to admit, that's a fine idea. What? How do the people who make this stuff feel, though? like how... I mean, I don't know about you, but if I built a structure and then suddenly a bunch of... just a bunch of young adults decide, oh, I'm just gonna blow it up, I would be pretty miffed. I suppose, I guess maybe they make up to it. Maybe they say, okay, look, they're gonna blow up this pillar, but we will pay you for another one. And just go, okay. Actually, now that I think about it, the architects in Laterano must be minted. If they're constantly blowing shit up and then they have to pay them to replace it, that's probably got to be quite good for business. But these are like... sometimes I feel like the Sankta are when your intrusive thoughts win. Like, you know, every now and then you got like... that voice in your head that says, what if you dropped your phone into the sink? It's like, no, that would be awful. It's like, I know, but just do it. like I feel like that is the Sankta. It's when the thoughts in your head win mixed in with ADHD. And it's just like, that's just what it feels like. When your intrusive thoughts win and you hear everyone's intrusive thoughts too. Yeah. Eat a spoonful of salt, my intrusive thoughts. Oh, God. Ugh. But the conference is starting soon, right? I heard there'll be a lot of people from afar. I think His Holiness even said we should show some restraint for a while. when you realise that Exu really is just a regular Sankta. Or Snackta. He did. Sedate. However, he said show some restraint, not don't do anything. I feel like the Pope as well will be like, you know, you got me there. I get that His Holiness is hoping to give the visitors a good impression, but, my dear friend, what do you say to my humblest of opinions? I think a good impression must be based on reality. Yeah, I thought I was going crazy for a moment. I thought it was only one question mark and then it turned into double immediately after. It did, okay. I thought I was going crazy there. I think like, the game is like, oh no, this one is much more calm. He is much more calm. Maybe? They were having fun with the names here. I love it so much. So I've only just... this is the beginning of the cutscene and I'm already loving this. You couldn't be more correct, my friend. Not very straight. I love it. I love the unreliable narrators. I love the narrators with a with snark. I love that sort of storytelling. So this is just really going to scratch an itch for me. So we filed with the notarial hall. Got our executor friend here, not executor, our executor here to witness for us, and evacuated everyone nearby. Remember when we were watching a mother die in front of her little girl? Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Huh. Also, I've got to say, the gun on the side of the wall is making me think of Call of Duty Zombies, where you'd go up to the wall and buy weapons. Before giving this beautiful pillar just the perfect blast. Except, we never expected you to show up right at that moment. You probably can do that in Laterano. Just go to a vending machine, a Glock 19 comes out. Someone in Colombia is like, write that down, write that down! We're so sorry, esteemed sir, for unwittingly doing you harm. You set off an explosion on a nomadic city street and filed with the government for an official witness? Were you Laterans always this uninhibited rather? Of course we abide by the commandments and all relevant regulations. But if it's not explicitly forbidden, anything's fair game. And Lateran City values and protects every citizen's rights. Oh god. Don't worry, sir. Just your average everyday explosion. Perfectly normal. Oh, I just had a very dark joke and I'm not going to say it out loud. What if someone gets hurt? We know our limits. That said, I'd also like to extend my apologies to you for this accident. The commandments never said you can't blow shit up. God. Truly sorry, sir. Maybe it hasn't quite sunk in yet for you yet, but believe me, stay long enough and you'll learn to love the city. I think I can live without that thinking in. And there you have it. Welcome to Laterano, sir. I feel like I would have an absolute fun time in Laterano. I would have a blast. Pun intended. Ooh, hello. You look cool. The halo is white. T. If it isn't Mostima, just what is her ability? Is she slowing down time, or merely tricking people into perceiving it that way? Wait, hang on, doesn't Mostima normally have a black halo? And horns? Or am I thinking of someone else? Bingo. Okay, I didn't question it at first. So something's going to happen then. It blows my mind every time. I really like your design. Oren, what's going on over there? Not much, just a normal day in my lovely hometown. I feel like you're going to be dodgy though. No, horny. It's just a design. It's just an outfit. I think he looks really cool. That is all. Also, I like how his halo looks as if it's been tied by a knot. Though I did get a better show than expected. The others are waiting for us. Aren't all the cool ones dodgy? I mean, you kind of have a point. I know, let's go. Ooh, nice. The spaghetti. That is literally what... That's not just me making that up. That is literally what I read at first. The Legati. A special messenger division established under the auspices of the incumbent Pope. Love the architecture of this place. Yeah, it is really fancy. Hungry? I had food. I'm not entirely sure why I read that. Laterano had previously held a detached position, maintaining neutrality among the Central Powers. Oh god, there's Switzerland. As such, Lateran officials have sometimes tasked by... well, were sometimes tasked by foreign powers with relaying critical information between different parties in the course of diplomacy. This role was normalized and institutionalized within the establishment of the Legatus system. They have become a special force moving between the nations. With Laterano's absolute neutrality as a foundation, the Legati aim to promote the circulation of important information between countries. Not really, they lack no people gold. Yeah, that's probably true. 1098. Via the Legati, the Pope sends an invitation to all nations of Terra. Gather for a conference at Laterano. I invite every nation to dispatch its envoys for a discussion regarding our collective security. And thus the League of Nations was born. 1099. The Legatus system celebrates its 30th anniversary. In March of that year, Legati from all across Terra proceeded for Laterano together with the envoys of numerous nations. One of these two just now seemed a lot like a Pontifica course. Actually, how does Latin work? Would it be a cur? Would it be a sir? Would it be a ch? Oh, because I know it changes sometimes. I don't know. And the other, was that a Legatus? And from day one, the League of Nations made the impossible happen, being completely useless. Yep, that sounds about right. The C is often spoken like a K. Okay, so it is. A strange combination. Zell, are you gonna stick around now that your witness work's done? Don't worry, we'll rebuild the pillar as good as new, just like we wrote in our application. Okay, now I would be annoyed because it means I don't even get paid to build the pillar again. But why am I saying I as if I was the one that did it? Referring back to if I was the person making these things. If you remember Plume's onboard line, she mentions, oh, okay. I'll have to listen to it again. We're doing application, yeah. Good. I'll leave you to it then. I'll be going now. I've still got quite a bit on my plate. Just to confirm, I'm looking for a will registered by someone who's passed away. Oh, that's probably linking back to the beginning then. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, that's your name. A typical single woman's residence with no trace of any other occupants. In the bedroom, her body lies serenely. No signs of poisoning, no signs of violence. Federico here. Female citizen's body discovered at 7-265 via the Vatius. Pagus Stevonus. Okay, this is going to be a nightmare for me. Preliminary determination of the cause of death, natural. Please notify the Ecclesia Requietum of the Pagus to come and inter the remains. What language is this based on? Latin. Classical, I'm assuming. Preliminary search found no last will and testament. Please initiate new assignment. Confirm deceased identity. Search for will according to any pre-registered information. Federico out. Mama. Don't go out. Don't let anyone else find you. Never, ever approach anyone in uniform. Oh, that's what Mama said. Just turn off notifications so that it doesn't buzz right in front of the microphone. Is the uniform man gone? Or still here? It's alright. When someone visits, just take a nap on your little sofa, just like always. You can go back to Mama when you wake up. Don't panic, Cecelia. Why are you so worried? Why can't you fall asleep? It's okay. It's okay. You just need to wait for the stranger to leave. It'll all be alright when you're with Mama again. Ah, it's fucking bright. Ah, Sargon. Casimir. Forgot the name of the place, but north. That seems things went pretty well in Sargon, huh? They sent out a whole bunch of envoys. Yes. Kierak or something like that. Don't get me started. The Pashas are all eager enough, but the problem is none of them can agree on anything. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Sargon isn't really one place. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I'm already thinking heaven I'm already thanking heaven they haven't started brawling yet. I suspect she's probably around 5 to 7 years old on how she's speaking. Yeah, that sounds about right. What about Casimir? They're military sizable, no matter how you slice it. I thought I never had to say this word ever again. The Adeptus turned down our proposal, but the KGCC was actually very interested. Yeah, no. One rep even sought me out. We had a long chat. He understood the international situation as well as any Legatus. I'm willing to bet that I was with Malkovitz. I just sort of have it in my head that that's going to be Malkovitz. Maybe McKee. It just seems like if it was going to be anyone, it would be those two. They probably seem like the more... He might even come in person, if he's not too busy. But enough about us. What about you, Oren? The situation in Victoria is anything but simple these days. I'm sure you've heard a thing or two. Yeah, that's true. Who do we send? Do we send one of the dukes or do we send Prodesis? Duke Gododin. Okay. And I get along fine, but it's less that he doesn't want to appoint anyone to be here, more that he can't. Everything's balanced on a knife's edge, more or less. You vex it. I wonder how Tara and NATO would look like. An absolute mess at the moment, because I don't think any of them have any real alliances. Well, they must have some alliances, but like, you know, I think they're still pretty much in the empire building stage. I'd say politically speaking, we're kind of in the late 1800s to early 20th century in terms of how nations act around each other. It seemed like Oren was dispatched to Victoria. Yeah. Yan didn't dispatch anyone either. Not that they didn't send a stream of gifts conveying our thanks to His Holiness. How very Yanese of them. It's early days in Civ. Yeah. Kierag. I think Kierag because I'm assuming the J is a Y sound, but I'm not entirely sure. Actually sent out a few after rising to prominence these last 2 years, and every other nation's envoy is already here. To be honest, I've never imagined this job would go so smoothly. Scared? A little bit. You haven't been a Legatus for too long, if I remember right. Oh, he does have a halo, or whoever. It's just so light that it blended in with the background. Surprise, China thing in it, see. So this takes place after Break the Ice and Near Light. I'm assuming so. Victoria is Civil War, Sargon is fighting itself, Ursus is Ursus. Yeah, that sounds about right. Imagine Civ, but every nation can move anywhere on the map. I feel like from a RTS perspective, that would be really difficult to keep track of. I mean, like, imagine having like 5 or 6 different homeworld ships, like in that game. Unless they stay static, but then you only move them when you get a warning of a catastrophe, and if you don't, then they get screwed. That'd be doable, I suppose. Less than 4 years, I guess. But our organization has been active for 30 years now. After all our efforts, I'd say every last one of us has earned these results. Besides, we're still a long way off from what we're hoping for, a true summit of nations, right? We need more than envoys showing up in the Laterano Basilica audience hall. We need the people in power. The ones who actually change things. Can actually change things. So save your nerves for the day we have to greet the big guns instead. Heh, pun intended. Thanks for putting it like that. Now I've got no idea if I should be excited or terrified. Oh, you look cool. So they are trying to have proper diplomatic order. Yeah, it definitely seems like a League of Nations UN type thing. Veliv. I don't know why I said that as if it was Russian, but Veliv. I see you can't stop yourselves from terrorizing the newbies, Oren. She looks like she's not evil literally, but she looks like she's an absolute menace with that smirk. Like she says that, but I bet she does the exact same thing. You wound me. Nothing to get keyed up about. Even if the day really comes. Like she's schema type. Sort of, yeah. I mean, at the moment, I'm not going to say, like, you know, anything nefarious or that, but she does sort of have that mischief to her, like, either in a good way or maybe a bad way, but at the moment, she looks like more giggly, like more sort of like a good thing, perhaps. But we'll see how it goes. I'm still wondering who's going to be who. In terms of good and bad, if there is going to be any of that. And that's what we're qualified for, aren't we? Maybe so. Actually, I need to double check if I did read that. Yes, I did. So, are the acting legati of each region all present? We're only missing Mostima. Mostima? Oh, I just happened to see her. What's she doing? Right now? Taken in her native air again. Ah, forget her. We were never counting on her to come anyway. Ooh, that's now serious. She can report to His Holiness last and we're all good. Just like always. I'm not going to get used to how bright this event looks compared to the others. Yeah, it really does. It's like you have all of the other events and then suddenly you're in like sci-fi utopia-esque setting, architecture and all that. Oh, hello, Jesus. What are you? You look like a mix of the heavy armor from Victoria with Kazimier's knights. Jeez. Sanctitas advenit. In a split second, the hall is silent and still. I hope we don't get to fight these people. This will be so annoying if we have to. They look like they'll be really annoying to fight against. Patriot mentioned them if I remember correctly. I think Patriot or someone mentioned Knights in Laterano, but I can't really. All of the messengers' gazes lie on one spot. The teacher of all Laterano, their guide, their spiritual leader. Gaben. Good morning, children. Have you had breakfast yet? Okay. I can see why people will say Santa, definitely. Pope Gaben, yeah. With his great Steam deals and guns. 50% off all first-person shooters. I knew he would say that. More like Colonel Sanders in his weed. I mean, I can definitely see them be. He's like a mix of Santa, Gaben, and yeah, kind of like Colonel Sanders as well. Well, no sign of external force. It was likely due to illness. Oh, pitiable soul. May she not ail so on the other side. Dimming Sancta, your remains shall be conferred onto the Ecclesia Requietum, where you shall rest. Here, this was hung on the bedroom wall. Hand it to a member of the notarial hall. Why did they take Mama away? What do I do? This really is a mood whiplash every time. Cecelia casts her gaze to the entrance. You can't go out, you can't be found, or else you'll be in danger, Cecelia. That's what Mama said. But if Mama got taken away, will she be in danger too? You really don't have to worry about that. How is this place so bright that even the fucking cobblestone street is bright? How is it reflecting? Those are some shiny ass cobblestones. Or bricks or whatever they are. Hypergriff is concerned the constant sadness would overwhelm people. So instead they whack you in the face. Fiametta. Looks like Turkmenistan's capital. I've never actually seen that place. I've only just heard of it more recently when it had border disputes, and that's the first time I've ever heard of that place, so I never actually seen what it looks like. They take cleanliness seriously. Turkmenistan, yes. Hello, Merwind. Wait, you're actually using my name for once? What gives? Oh god, she is surprised. Aw, you don't like it? More a fan of Shimmering Vigil, then? Or do you want a new one? Fiametta's fine, thanks. Seriously though, what is it? I love the side eye she gives. Say, my lovely co-worker should be in the Laterano Basilica right about now, no? Reminiscing about me, maybe? If you're aware, then maybe you should show your face for once. Nah, forget it. I'll never get used to the ambience in there. Why do I get the feeling she's wearing a hoodie to hide horns? Like, I get the feeling they're already there. She does have the tail. Now that I've said that. Unless that's just because they're using a bog standard sprite. Besides, who'd want to see a living warning sign rock on in there? They'd just be uncomfortable. Since when do you care if other people are uncomfortable? I'm not so bored I'd make myself unwelcome just for fun. Objection. Case in point. I'll admit, you're enjoying being back here a lot more than I expected, though. The stare. Jesus Christ. I looked over for a moment and immediately there's a hole burning at the back of my head. Who needs guns? She can just shoot you with the stare. Really? Welcome to Laterano and all that. I think I'm just in high spirits. Probably from coming home after so long. Yeah, right. Sure, whatever, let's go. Where to? To see her, of course. Oh, maybe she's in a different hospital now? Oh, is that the... Is she the mother, perhaps? It's been ages since the last time you returned, after all. Follow me. I haven't been to this Pagus too often. It seems not too far from the outskirts. I should be nearly there, right? 7-265. The the Vetius. I keep wanting to say the Veritas, but no. There is another. God. Hello, Christmas. Just out of curiosity, does shit, I've forgotten his name now because I'm used to his canon name. Does Ezel have an EN voice yet? Because I've kind of got an idea in my head, but I don't want to say anything if it turns out he actually does. Okay, he does. Okay, never mind. Enforcer, yes. Is that an Ecclesia Requeritum? Okay, I'm going to ignore that one. Is that just an Ecclesia hearse stop by that door? I was here the whole time. Oh yeah, you were. Brain empty. Hello? Excuse me, sister. Calm down, young executor. Have you finished the inspection already? Correct. There was a Sankta who departed us by illness. May I quickly verify the remains? Confirmation complete. The deceased is the homeowner Theoria Laporta. Alright, that's somewhat Spanish. I mean, okay, I know Spanish comes from Latin, but still, that seems more Spanish than it was Latin. Oh no, it wouldn't be, because puerta would be door, not porta. Okay, you know what? I'll shut my mouth. I'll stop pretending I know a goddamn thing. My assignment mentioned no will was discovered nearby. May I ask if you noticed anything resembling one during your inspection? We did not. However, this is for you. The Notarial Hall would wish to reclaim it, correct? Is this her patron firearm? Understood. I'll take it back with me. Thank you both. Patron firearm? Are they given weapons? It's not just that they buy them? Patron firearm. It makes it sound like it's something that's like handed down or something. Welcome to the Laterano religion. Would you like a Glock 19 or a 5.7? Although if you want to be a little bit more extravagant, we do have a 50 cal over here. Puerta in Romanian means gate. The word for door is usa. Yeah, in Spanish you would typically have some sort of variation of porta, puerto, or puerta, stuff like that, and it's it normally means door, entrance, or portcullis, basically just anything like that. Nope, they give gun at age of 12. Man, all I did was get a lazy ID card in the mail when I turned 16. These guys get lever action shotguns. Adnakil doesn't have a gun yet. That is true. Ah, very well. Thank you for your time. I don't know why they immediately made me think of those twins from The Shining. Identity of the deceased confirmed. If I want to find any pre-registration of a will through the Notarial Hall system... Right. I can do a long-range search from my terminal. A second commandment. Census addresses, homeowners... she didn't prepare a will? The diagnosis record states... Given the illness, giving up on hospital treatment makes sense, but why wouldn't she leave a will? That does seem a bit strange. Just gonna scooch on past. Huh? Is that a neighbor's child? Why is she hiding from me? Oh, watch out! What? Did she faint? But why? She only tripped. Does anyone know who this child's parents are? Does she live nearby? I just want to say, all these NPC designs look really cool so far. I want to see more of those other 4, or those other 3. I've never seen her before. Is she passed out? What if she bumped her head when she fell? Is there no record of her birth then? Has she been stuck inside this entire time? They actually have eyes. Though that is also the other thing. I've never seen her either. Maybe she just moved in? I can ask around at the neighborhood hall. What for? If she's hit her head, then we need to get her to the hospital. You hurry and take her there, executor. Executor. Is it executor or is it executor? Like, I'm not... I mean, I'm sure it probably means the same thing, but I just want to make sure. I feel like executor might be a bit too hostile for a official title. We live just around here. If her parents come looking, we'll point them straight to the hospital to find you. Perfect, thank you all. No, but I want to see the guy with the tail. No, there was a 4th one. I wanted to see him more. He looked really cool, but I got like a split-second look at it. Oh well. Oh. Oh. You know what? You know what? Maybe I should just shut my whole mouth and let the story continue. Game just said, oh, you want to see him? Here he is. Oh, by the way, it might be dodgy. I like that they show you angels and birds live here. Yeah. Didn't think Cecelia would run straight into a notorial right outside her home. I love his outfit. I love the vest. I forgot what it's called. I think it's vest, but no. What now, Patia? What else? Follow them. Make sure she's safe. And get her out of the hospital hall's hands. Notorial hall's hands. Interesting. He prays within the ecclesia for the spirit of the deceased, as if all the clamour is naught to him. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, that's not too bad. Single choke point. Technically double if I do 2 somethings. I mean, it's level 35, so it doesn't matter anyway. I don't know why I'm bothering to look. I'll put Exu down and it'll be fine. I think I've just gotten into the habit of looking at the map immediately to make sure. Game of Thrones, but with guns. Isn't Yucatan a place in South America? Touchy, fluffy tail. I didn't want to say it, but yes, the moment I saw those tails, I'm assuming they're foxes. They look like Vulpus. I love fox people, tails, fluffy, stroke. The Yucatan Peninsula, yes. Okay. By the by, how your vacation in the Vatican come? I'm really liking it. I think I would love to be in Laterano, at least from what I've seen. It looks like an absolute laugh. Maybe because I've also got gremlin energy sometimes. Brown-tailed squirrels? Oh, maybe. Oh, squirrels, yeah, okay, they're squirrels. Okay, they're brown-tails. Okay, interesting. Still, point still stands. Fluffy tails, one a stroke. Yeah. Yucatan, doesn't Lateran food bug you at least, like, a little? You might accidentally get blown up, but that's part of the charm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, who hasn't had a bit of an accident when they're on holiday? Tastes here definitely lean on the sugary side compared to Kiedag. You know what? That also makes a lot of sense. Of course the the impulsive, almost ADHD like Sankta, of course they have sugar rush. Of course. Don't you like sweet though, Russ? That doesn't mean I can take everything sweet. Oh, I love sweet and savory stuff. I'm starting to miss Kierak now. It's that bitch Ratatos' fault. All blah blah, grab every opportunity to re-establish our our clan status. And she doesn't even come herself. Throwing me under the sleigh out here. As opposed to onto the bus. I like it. Hello Jackal. How you doing? I love their designs as well. Are these recurring characters or are they just bog standard NPC art? It's a show of the matriarch's trust in you. After that incident put us on the brink, it was your joint efforts with her that ensued Brown Tail was held on. They're from the event. Oh, okay. They were in Break the Ice. Right. Yes, that's one of the events I played the stages but didn't read the story. I need to go back and read the thing. And you got tossed off to the side. You just love living behind the scenes, don't you? Personally speaking, getting to see you shine is more than enough satisfaction for me, Russ. Oh. When did you learn to talk so smooth? Oh, maybe that was an ooh, I don't know. That aside, madame, this conference may turn out more fruitful than we expected. Break the Ice was another great event. Yeah, I probably should have waited and streamed it instead of just playing the stages on my own, but We didn't think many countries would be here. It seems we might have underestimated Laterano's influence. Yeah, that does sound about right. But don't you change the subject? Oh, hello. Ugh, do you not have eyes? Of course it's a Lifanian. Oh, she's speaking nice. You bumped into me, I think. Your Lifanian is an embarrassment. What corner of the hinterlands did you scurry out from? I come from Girag, and it's certainly not the hinterland. Girag? What kind of place is Girag? Lady Sharon. You know, that wouldn't have been any more stereotypical unless they said Karen instead. They're like, okay, she's obviously a Karen, but let's not make it too obvious. Like, I got you, fam. We call her Sharon instead. Sharon is the other Karen name, huh? Yeah, it is. That's what's so funny about it. Kirag is the nation of the Snow Realm in the buffer zone between Victoria, Columbia, and Kazimierz. There's a country in those mountains? Huh. The very definition of the hinterland. You think an envoy of a trifling glacier state has the standing to be flippant with me, a duchess? Madam, first, I have to stress again, Girag isn't some hinterland like you keep saying. You can probably thank your own narrow mind that you have never heard of my country. Ooh. Second, you're the one who bumped into me. You owe me an apology. You dare! Lady Sharon, we're in the Basilica. Lady Sharon, permit I remind you, you currently stand in Laterano and not your Lifanian domain. Ooh, laying down the law, no pun intended. And who are you? Lateran Legatus. What are you trying to tell me, Legatus? This is a Basilica? What, do you intend to declare that as the host, Laterano sides with this provincial creature? Laterano sides with order. Therefore, Lady Shannon? The other name, Lady Sharon. You should apologize to Madame Sirius. Sirius? Madame Bruce. You know my name? You'd expect me to know the names of all the diplomatic envoys, wouldn't you? Oh? Then you must be well aware of who I am. Of course, Dutch Francis of Lifanian. Duchess, rather. But permit I remind you again, this is Laterano, Duchess. In Laterano, you are asked to honour the commandments and orderly abide the rules of law. No matter what privileges you enjoy in Lifanian, they do not exist nor apply in Laterano. I wish more people would say this in the real world. Well, not about Laterano, but you get what I mean. This is how Laterano treats its guest. If you're willing to be a guest of Laterano, Laterano will wholeheartedly treat you in kind. Ooh. Madam, this is the Wendy's. Yeah, literally. Oren, when did you start standing for Laterano, huh? As a Laterano Legatus, do I not have the right? Not in a Basilica. Lady Sharon, please quell your anger. Don't you think it's a little late to be pacifying me, Cardinal? Your Grace, I beg your understanding. The Legatus who contradicted you will be given appropriate punishment, and rest assured of the Laterano's goodwill during your stay in the guest house. Madame Russ, I beg your pardon as well. This fault for this minor misunderstanding lies with our shortcomings. You would be willing to monogamously accept my apologies. I hope to invite you in a short while to the side rooms for a talk. Russ looks at Yucatan, and Yucatan gives a subtle nod. She literally got to speak to the manager. Yep. Laterans, my. Aliso, Martina, please look after these three most important guests in my stead. Oren, come with me. Here comes the punishment. Alright. I have decided I dislike the country of Lifanian just purely on one person. Yes, the deceased in Pagus Devonus did not leave behind a will nor any prior registration of one, rather. I'll return to the notarial hall in a bit and submit for double checking. Currently, I'm at Pagus Central Hospital. No, I'm alright. I just found a girl injured in a fall. I'm taking her to be examined right now. You'll love it even more after Eben's event. I am dreading that. I know very little of the event, but I know every single time the event is mentioned, people are crying in chat, so it does not bode well for me. No, I wasn't in a traffic accident. Eh? Where did that come from? No, the parents aren't with her. She's still unconscious, but for the time being, we can't confirm her family's circumstances. Once she wakes up, I'll bring her back to her guardians. Right, and if she doesn't wake up soon, I might need to use the notarial hall privileges too. Pardon? I can consider this one of my practical assignments. Alright, I'll fill in all the documents after it's over. Wow, he's got some good managers. Sorry for that. I'm finished. Ma'am, surely you can't bring a gun into a hospital. Oh, who am I kidding? It's Laterano. It's alright. The doc's physical checkup is done. No wounds anywhere. Nothing on her head, so it probably wasn't a knock on her brain. Ever wonder what's Mostima's patron firearm? I'm not sure, actually. It's been a while since I've seen much of her art. I thought she had a crossbow now that I think about it, but maybe I'm thinking of someone else with blue hair. But the girl does have a small fever. Odds are she was ill. She'll still need a few more tests done before we're sure what caused her to pass out. But it won't be anything too bad. What are the chances that this girl is the girl in the wheelchair? And well, no, because this is modern times. That couldn't have been a flash forward. That would be too far forward. Ignore everything I said there. Doc set her up in Ward 2127. You can wait here for the examination results. Is she your sister? Are you on duty? Why are you bringing your little sister on an executor shift? I barely see executors here in Stevonus. She's not my sister. So, why did you bring her here? Is she your target? Oh, heavens. Are executors really that ruthless? You'd execute a little girl like that? What'd she do? I only came across her in the street. She's not my target. She just lives in the vicinity, in all likelihood. Does that wheelchair have a gun behind that angel girl? Wow, what happened to the gun? Why is it in the wheelchair? Did its stock break? I'm sorry, that is so stupid. Really? She must be new around here then. Oh no, the bolt doesn't move back. This is the only hospital in Stevonus, rather. So all the kids come here for checkups when they're sick. You should see the sight of the consulting room at pediatrics whenever the seasons change. It's exhausting. The gun was one day from retirement. Oh god. It only sprained a scope. Ah, okay, that's fine then. Its barrel is starting to droop. Droop snoot? Lucky I'm on shift at recovery next week. Have you heard of our recovery department? It's famous. The wheelchair rapid... Oh, I don't... I probably shouldn't say this. This would be really bad. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Maybe I shouldn't make the joke. Ooh. Ooh. Do it. I'm just thinking. You know how in the Olympics they have like the shooting range competition every now and then, like, you know, where they test their accuracy or, you know, compete to their accuracy. Maybe they should rename that when they do the Paralympics one. I'm so sorry, that is awful. Anyway, where was I? The wheelchair rapid fire competition last year there. Oh, heavens me, I've never seen guns blaze that fast before. I still suspect that must have been a gun night. Little bit young for it, though. What's that look for? Didn't I tell you the recovery is famous? We have multiple people from the Basilica all recuperating here. Did you just say the girl I brought here was newly moved to Stravonus? I've never seen her here before. That's why, if she's not your sister, then a kid that small can't have come scampering from another Pagus, can she? Well, obviously, there's a possibility. I've just never seen her by pure chance, but I can tell a girl like her falls ill day in, day out. I've never seen too many of them. Oh, I've seen too many of them, rather. Where was I? Consulting in pediatrics. Oh, listen, last week... Oh, serious nurse. Imagine if this place had a NHS, it would implode with the gun. Oh god, yeah. But then again, surely with all of the gun-related accidents and the hazard of just existing as a Sankta, surely the government pays. There's no way they expect you to pay for everything. Unless maybe it's a case of if you're injured due to Sankta shenanigans, then we'll pay for it. The fuck was that sound? Oh, it's just a thing. Anyway, where was I? Here you are gossiping with family again, Elisa. Isn't someone else called Elisa? The doctor wants you at the test center to pick up the results. On it. His smile. Oh, he's cute. You sure you fetched the right report? Yes, is there a problem? I've never seen such a blood analysis this strange before. Once it's photocopied, send the original to the head doctor's office, along with this note for me. Calling White Cat for calling the angel cute. Oh, shush. I need to pay a visit to recovery. I feel like insurance wouldn't even work in Laterano, considering that being a Laterano would be a high-risk, pre-existing condition. Yeah. You're right. No, it would have to be government paid. There's no way there'd be insurance. You just wouldn't get it. You'd have to be a foreigner. Actually, do you think they offer travel insurance? Like how in some countries they offer travel insurance if you get injured and it's a country where it doesn't have free healthcare. Like in Europe, you can get travel insurance for America because, well, you know, you don't get the same benefits going to America that you do in Europe. So I wonder if they have that here. It's like, oh, you're traveling to Laterano. Okay, would you like to open up this insurance just in case you get blown up? Just in case I get what now? Perfect, thanks. Here you go. That attendant's headed for the head doctor's office. So what now, Patia? Oh. Person. Allocate two to hold the reports deliver it back. Don't go big, just hold things off. Win a little time, and we're fine. Okay, so no kill. That's always good. But what about that doctor? It looks like it's gone for recovery, but not the end Cecilia's in. Well, that works. This way, the executor will still be in the dark for now. Everyone else with me will draw the executor away and get Cecelia out before the hospital's people reach her. Remember, move quick, but don't be rough with Cecelia. She's our companion. Don't make her hate us. Oh, sad music. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, this is the sad music. Immediately, Mama. Mama, Why do we need to go so far every time we meet Daddy? It's really dark now. Because Daddy's not able to come to Laterano City. He can't live with us. Why? God damn it, Christmas, I was trying not to make that joke. Because he's different from us. Then, can't we stay with Daddy? Daddy wouldn't want you to stay with him, Cecelia. You'll understand when you're older. Why? Does Daddy not like me? Is it because I'm not good enough? If I'm a good girl, can Daddy be with us all the time? Cecelia, you have to trust Daddy. He loves you, even if he can't be by our side. Interesting. I wonder who he is. Mama. You're awake? Where am I? You're in hospital, miss. You fainted on the street, and I took you here since I couldn't find your parents. Hospital? Is this the hospital? No, you're wearing a uniform. Mama said... Has your mama been telling you things? Well, that is kind of what people do. Come to think of it, when I first saw her, wasn't she hiding from me? It's alright, miss. I can take you to find your mama. I'm a good guy. You can help me find Mama. Mama got taken away by the people in gowns. This might just be a kidnapping case. Is that why she was all alone there? No, Ezel. No, she means the people you spoke to. It hurts seeing children not understand the circumstances. Yeah. Okay, little miss, stay calm. I'm a Notarial Hall executor. I'll help you find your mama. How did you get taken away? How did she get taken away? You're a Notarial Hall. That's right, I'm from the Notarial Hall. My name's Ezel. Look, here's my name tag. He's got like the supermarket, hi, my name is... Will you help me find Mama? Of course. What's your name? I'm Cecelia. Oh. Oh. Huh? What's wrong with your halo? What is this about? Even in most downcast moods, Sankta halos don't dim like this. Unless... But a child this small wouldn't even have a patron firearm yet. What could explain this? No, beyond that. Cecelia, how do you feel? Is your halo... Sometimes it goes like this. Mama says I'm ill. It'll be fine soon. Ezel has realised something. How does a halo feel? I honestly can't even imagine. I think the only way I can think of it is maybe if something wrong happens with the halo, you get like a headache or something. But other than that, I just can't imagine feeling something disembodied like that. Can you bump it on things? Oh, that's an interesting thing. I don't know, actually. I've never seen it mentioned before. Amidst her current pain, Cecelia is anxious about her missing mother too. But he cannot sense any of her pain nor anxiety relayed from her. Oh. She's got a Sankta halo. But he can't read her like any other Sankta. Is that Is that something that's happened before? Or is it fake? Wearing hats under the halo feels uncomfortable, apparently. Oh, interesting. Exo also mentioned that the halo stayed on either... Oh yeah, I remember that because she mentioned that it can be annoying as well. Which surprised me because I thought if it's something that you're born with, surely you would be used to it. You would be used to sleeping with a light. But I guess maybe not. Cecelia is without a doubt a Sankta. How could this be possible? Lack of empathy. Maybe. Cecelia, are you... Oh, hello. Are you this girl's relative? Reserved hospital attendant. Yeah, I doubt that. Functionally. Come with me. She's got somewhat special circumstances, and a doctor said he needs to talk with you in private. There was a strong gust of wind just now. I'll close the window in case she catches a cold. Of course. I was going to say he would notice, but then he's not a Sankta, so he wouldn't notice. They sent the right person to distract him. Alright, Cecelia, just get some rest. I'll be right back. Yeah, amiable. Yeah, sure. Totally hospital attendants. Don't worry, Cecelia. We'll keep you company. Yeah, they may not be Sankta, but he can still read them like a book. Speaking of. He's got to know that that was a bit... BA's halo just disappeared completely when they go unconscious, doze off. The rooftop. You said Cecilia's circumstances were special. Special how? Well, we can't exactly be sure yet. We'll need to wait for the diagnosis. The doctor will be here shortly. Just hold on. Hold on, and we'll see what he has to say. And why the rooftop? These are Liberia birds, so basically the second largest demographic of Laterano. Yeah. I've already reported Cecilia's situation to the tutorial hall. My colleagues are fast on their way. What? Tell me who you are. Yeah, there we go. I'm an attendant, right? What are you talking about? The doctor will be here momentarily. I like to think that even after all that, he's still saying it in that same monotone face that he's got. Would a normal hospital attendant get nervous hearing the word tutorial hall? So you suckered me. I only needed to keep you here for a short while anyway. If I were you, I wouldn't be giving myself trouble. Patty said to be more gentle with Cecelia, but not with you. I highly doubt you're going to be that strong. When you're pretending to be someone, you don't go, I'm a blank, right? No, you know you're exactly right. You do not ask for confirmation. Patia, was it? You do well to forget that one. Mate, do you know who you're talking to? Come on out. Let's give our tutorial hall man some break time. Alright, here we go. Darkness beneath the light. I thought that said credit score. I wonder. Yes.
I won't sleep. We're fighting you guys. Then please do your best this job, or I'll be really bored. It's
my duty to stand here.
Fucking cyberpunk.
There you are. ちょっとからかってあげようっと。Can't you feel the cities crumbling away? Take aim.
Sankta punk, yeah. Church step. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so I can't do anything there. Do you have a gun? Yes, you do. You have a fucking AK. Jesus.
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
Take aim.
I love it. This really... the thing is, though, it actually sounds like one of the cyberpunk songs as well.
Can't you feel the cities crumbling away?
I'll just do that. If this was accurate, Karma just made Exu fall. How come? Why would she fall?
There you are.
I should speed that up anyway. I'm trying to see, is it angled? It doesn't look angled.
Can't you hear the children's cries? I'm ready. There you are.
There we go. Nice. So, you're able to move around without your wheelchair now? Yes, I've been rehabilitating pretty well. Oh, I thought she was completely wheelchair bound. Oh, okay. Is there a flower growing out of the barrel of her gun? Last year, they had a wheelchair rapid firing contest. Probably the highlight of the Paralympics, which I won. And then the doctors banned me from competing again. Look at the plush. Oh, that is a plush! I thought that was a fucking apple! God damn it. It's a redhead. Exu? No, that's not a halo. That's a, that's just a button. Is that Thea? Or maybe it is Exu. I don't know. Oh, there is a halo there. There's a halo and then there's a button. I love that they banned her as well. We'd have to look for a gun knight to beat your firing skills, I think. Aw, that's nice to hear. Technically, it's still an apple pie. I'd be even happier if someone learned how to say a few nice words to the sick, like my darling Fiammetta here. Mostima, are you just going to stand there pretending you're the curtains? It was hiding horns! Even though the tail still kind of gives it away. You know I'm not the type, Lemuen. What type? This is your first time back in 2 or 3 years. My memory's not that good. Fine. Lumuen fires better than anyone I know. Her skills are incredible. That's more like it. Is that L or A? I don't know if that's an I or an L. I'm going to assume that's an L. Is L doing alright in Longman? No. That is A. A. What? L. Okay, it is L. For some reason, it's almost the same height, or it is the same height as the capital I, and normally the L is shorter. I don't know. Is L doing alright in Lungman? I saw her recently. She's doing great. You'd better worry about yourself before her. L for Lemuel, which is Exuse's real name. Oh! I always hate that I and L are practically the same. Yeah. She's talking about Exu. Why would the I be capitalized? I'm not sure. It's because it was the same length as the capital I, and normally the L in lowercase would be just a little bit shorter than the capital I. So I thought it was a capital E and I, and I was a bit confused as to why they were doing that. You'd better worry about yourself before her. And I'll copy those words right back at you. How long are you going to stay this time? Don't know really, but I'll be at least until the conference is over. Wednesday after next, I think. Tuesday after. Oh right, Tuesday. Otherwise, it's up to how that old weirdo feels. Who knows if he'll send me on some weird, wacky assignment again. I was literally about to say, surely she's not talking about the Pope. Jeez. Wow. Did you just call His Holiness? He's not gonna mind, Fiammetta. I suppose, to be fair, the very first thing he said was, have you all had your breakfast? So, he's probably fine with being called a weirdo. He probably embraces it. If you want to stay for a bit longer, I could help you there. That's so. That's so. Did you figure it out already? Figure what out? What are you two on about? Did you really not realise, Fiammetta? Who we've been handing our reports to for the last half year? Was it that obvious? What? Wait, Lumuen, you got a job at the Lateran Church while you're still in rehab? Don't worry, it's just some secretary work. How long will you stick with it? I'm not sure yet. Will you return to the guard? Little chance of that now. Yeah, she's probably a bit too, I imagine her injuries, even if she does recover, it'll be the sort of injury where you can't do the physical requirements anymore. Your marksmanship, overlooked just like that. It's a mind-boggling waste. Really took a bullet to the knee. Oh, that would fucking hurt. You judge me so highly, Fiammetta, even though I messed it all up. That wasn't your fault. And it wasn't yours either. Don't stretch yourself too thin. The day will come when I settle the matter with him. But today is not that day. Oh, well, Mostima. Can I rub your horns? No. I like that she said it with a no as well. It's just like, hee, no. Just let her shoot from a car seat on convoys. Oh, it's like when you tell characters to stay in the car and then they beat the enemy while still in the car, and it's like, hey, I didn't leave the car. Spoil sport. I wonder if the horns are sensitive. Ooh, good question. A lot of the times in these stories they are, and also this is I love this artwork. This looks so good. I love the colours in it. Lemuel gazes out the window as Mostima stands beside it, idly playing with the flowers in her hands. In a flash, Fiammetta returns to a time before. The sun shines ever bright and beautiful during a Lateran springtime, and a hint of chill rides the air. Through the window, she spots the roofs of church buildings, large and small. Here and there, now and then, foul beasts streak across the sky. Oh, she is kind of looking at us. That's actually kind of creepy. She's looking directly at the camera. Lemuel is peaceful in an ordinary time, occasionally uttering a remark or two around her. The atmosphere softens. Are these three like childhood friends then? She's looking at the purple flowers. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. The standoffish Mostima relaxes without realizing, unable to sense the smile she let slip. Just as always. As if none of it ever happened. But it's only an illusion. After that night, not a night more could she soundly sleep. It's gone silent. I don't like it in this game when things go silent. Lemuel. Something's on my mind, Lemuel. Does this hospital have that many volunteers? I suppose. Come in. Conscientious doctor. Senora or Senora? I'm just going to say Senora. That's easier for me to say. Senora Lumuen. I want you to look at this. Oh, you have visitors. It's alright. They're old war buddies of mine. War buddies? You don't mean... That's right. In that case, maybe all three of you could take a look at these test results. No, magazines. They look like AK magazines, but I'm not too sure. They were slightly curved, but they might not be. They might have been AR. They looked very thin, though. Oren, do you know what you're doing? Maybe you'll be kind enough to tell me. She's not going to think of your methods as just personal conduct. She'll be thinking we're going out of our way to exhibit the Lateran stance. Slip up for a moment and this becomes a diplomatic incident. Isn't that exactly what you want? Conflict leads to issues. Issues require resolution. Resolution needs a channel. Hello, Cat. How you doing? How do you know so much about guns? It honestly makes me jealous. I am both an avid first-person shooter player, and also I sort of have an affinity for military equipment. I'm doing good. How's Arknights treating you? Really good. I'm really liking this event so far. I'm really liking the story. Laterano's providing a whole new way to resolve issues. And we will provide this method under two prerequisites. What we say has to carry enough weight, and what we say has to be appropriate. Right, Laterano needs to have an appropriate stance. If all we brought to the table was an ordinary roll of the dice, who'd need Laterano? Theo or Sankta? Yes. Wouldn't you say, Your Holiness? Gaben is here? Gaben is here. Do you agree with him, Vel? He's pretending to be smart. The reason Laterano stands upon this land is the reason the Legati can cross all borders. Is that Laterano possesses faith. No, it's because of Laterano itself that the Legati are given passage, Your Eminence. We all know, clear as day, that true Lateran faith can't reach beyond the Sankta. I'm sorry, but it might let you down if you count on it to get things done. I mean, he is kind of right. Like, you can believe in the faith and the rules and all that, but you don't get, if you don't have the Sankta stuff, you can't really be fully connected to it. So, I mean, he's not wrong. Oren, if you seek death, you can apply through the proper channels. You can file paperwork for that? I mean, shit, are you sure you want to do that? That's basically half of Gen Z gone. Truthfully, I've never understood how you two managed to fight so much. When I set out on my way from Victoria to Laterano, the Duke Gododin, I don't know, asked me a question, and I believe it's not one I'm equipped to answer. Hello, Zom. Hope you're doing well. He asked, does anywhere in Laterano suffice to draw me there? Your Holiness, when we're sat at the playing table with the cards in our hands... Oh, will the cards in our hand be enough? Not with. Oh, hello. Your Holiness, Mostima wishes to speak with you. She states that she must report, what she must report cannot be heard by another. By any other. Then we'll step out of your hair. You may go. Put her through. Understood. Time sure does fly, Your Holiness. A good while, my child. Is Lumuen well? No hiding anything from you. We've seen something interesting here at this hospital. Actually, I just need to ask, with the reading people's emotions and all that, can that happen through phone as well? Or do they have to be in proximity of each other? That's one thing I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know if it's ever been mentioned or not. Go on. I saw the results of a physical checkup, and some of the signs look very familiar. Say no more before you return to Basilica, Mostima. Understood. Fiammetta will go find a person these results belong to. I know the hospital Lemuen's recovering at is in Pagus Devonus. I feel like these people are going to end up being with whatever that group is that's trying to take Cecelia. Stevonus. Something that'd make Mostima use a dedicated line. Oh, quit messing with me. Oh? Or maybe maybe that person has beef with whatever the group is. I don't know. Cecelia, do you feel alright? My head really hurts. Oh, my head really hurt before. It's a bit better now. In that case, I'll carry you out. Out? Who are you? Ah, there we go. We get to see what she actually looks like. We're your companions, Cecelia. There's something waiting for you. Mama? I'm afraid it's not her. Your mother won't come back, Cecelia. Why? I'm sorry, I can't explain it to you. But someone can. I'll take you to see him. I'm sorry, miss, but I want to find Mama first. Can someone just say it? Can someone just tell her already that it's at this point beating around the bushes is just making her more distressed. I'm really not good with kids. Sorry, Cecelia. Whether you want to or not, I have to bring you away. You aren't safe here. Cecelia! Ugh, too quick. Who are you? What are you doing with Cecelia? Not for you to know, Sankta. Cecelia was a companion of ours from the start. You're the one stealing her away. In that case, please tell me her parents' family name, her home address, identity number, and your blood or legal relationship to her. Ugh, notorious whole brain rot. I've never actually seen that word in anything officially written. If you have proper grounds to leave with Cecelia, you can tell me, and I'll take it into account in my decision. If you were a Liberi, I'd consider it, but Sankta like you, no chance. You bear the Lateran symbol. You're a Liberi of Laterano yourself. Why hate the Sankta? Let me tell you something, you notorious hall scumbag. The thing I hate second most in my life is when people like you selfishly assume that... it has to be a law of nature that every Liberi who lives in Laterano gets along great with Sankta. If you don't plan on elucidating your grounds, I won't let you take Cecelia. Not your call. I'll hold him off. You take Cecelia. Right. Sorry, Cecelia. Just bear with it. I don't want to. Was that her doing, or what's happening? What was that explosion and the smoke? The window. It must have been when... Oh no, he did it, okay. Wow, that was very well in advance. There was a strong gust of wind just now. I'll close the window in case you catch a cold. Goddamn executor. I'll give you a word of advice. If you truly care about Cecelia, then don't give her up to the Notorial Hall or the Lateran Church, or else you'll regret it. Cecelia, hold on tight. Right. Are you alright? Yes. Good. We need to break free from them, then... Oh, then. Okay. I thought it was going to continue. Is he going to listen? Of course he won't. Sankta are a bunch of happy-go-lucky idiots. But the ones at the National Hall don't even get the happy-go-lucky part. Whether he listens or not, we need to ensure Cecelia is in our hands before we can proceed. I mean, I don't exactly trust you lot either, so... Then, we need to notify the others ASAP. Already done. Huh? While I was talking to him just now. Oh, you wanted to hold him up so you could send a word out. He can't outrun us. Are you sure about that? Why was the door to this ward open? What? Is that you, Patia? Oh, you know each other. Oh. Was there an 8-year-old Sankta girl staying in this ward? No. I heard an explosion on the way here. Did you have something to do with that? What's so weird about explosions in Laterano? Are you really the Patia I know? Oh, okay. Dear matter, the girl you're looking for is already out of the hospital. She's definitely not here. Why are you here? What? You get to show up in Stevonis Central Hospital, but I don't? Are the guard looking for this girl too? Where do you get this information? I left the Pontifica course long ago. Weren't you off being a Legatus bodyguard? What? Now you're back in Laterano again looking for some Sankta girl? Don't you just love being around... don't you just love being surrounded by Sankta? Liberi like you are all... Katia, what happened to you since I left? Don't ask like that. Don't ask that like you actually care. Enough. You don't need to talk to me like that. The girl's not here. I don't need to waste any more time with you either. She's got such an intense scare. A scare? It's such an intense stare. I'll be heading out. Have fun with the Vatican. Okay, have a nice time, Wolford. Forget what happened to me. You should be wondering just what you're doing, Fiammetta, Miss Veteran. Patia, here I thought you loved your precious Fiammetta. Here you are with her again of all things, and this is how cruel you treat her. What is it to you? And what about the tutorial hall kid? What's your plan? Don't get so gruff, Patia. I might have an even better solution. But I need another small favour from you. I'm assuming this is either purple-haired woman or Oren. That's just what I've got in my head at the moment.
Slice them up like a millefeuille. How do you like it?
Well, I suppose if I was going to get bullets from anywhere, it would be in Laterano. $33. $39 rather. I need to get 200. That was a jump. He recounts his experiences to the people about him, beginning at Iberia and ending at Laterano. I wonder who that could be. Interesting. Interesting setup. I do not trust the, I do not trust that. I don't trust this grade tile. Yeah, I do really like the lobby. And you left just like that. There's no point bickering with her, and I'm half sure she was only there to hold me up anyway. If the girl's not in the hospital anymore, then we first need to confirm her whereabouts. How's your end? I took a shortcut. I'll be at the Basilica in a minute. If the situation allows, send an order to cooperate with the Lateran Church to the Notarial Hall. I questioned the hospital staff. It was a trainee executor who admitted the girl. Said he picked up a lost child and couldn't find her parents. It's a reinforced glass, don't worry. Okay. Procedure dictates he bring her back to the Notarial Hall. Even if it's not there yet, I can find his location through the hall system. I've got to say, you being so capable isn't good news for me. Oh, yeah. And after you report, stay there in the Basilica for now. Oh? You don't need my help? No, I feel like something's waiting to happen. Didn't something already happen? You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, hang back there. You might be more useful to me that way. Are you worried about me? I just don't want you scampering all over the place. Let me conserve my energy. Fucking stare. No problem, Shimmering Vigil. Use my real name. Phew. There's so many people here. Which makes it harder to find us. This is Pagus Ambrosius. Have you been here before, Cecelia? Mama used to say she'd go to Ambrosius to buy things. Maybe she's here. Tell me more about your mama being taken. What exactly happened? Mama got ill this morning. I was talking to Mama, then someone came from the notarial hall with white clothes on. Then, after he left, people with gowns came in and took Mama away. Notarial hall. Could this really be a kidnapping case? Something doesn't feel right. Where were you then, Cecelia? Did they see you? Where did your papa go? Is this going to help me find Mama? Not for certain. It's just, if you can tell me more, I might be able to find some leads. Cecelia, my darling, you have to hide. Don't let them find you. In that case, please tell me your parents' family name, their home address, identity number, and the blood or legal relationship to her. If you have proper grounds to leave with Cecelia, you can tell me, and I'll take it into account in my decision. Hold on, Cecelia. Hello, it's me. Yes, I'm in Pagus Ambrosius right now. Right, I'm helping this child find her mother. Return to the hall? Alright. I was about to... I'll be roughly half an hour? Right, copy that. Mr. Ezel, are you going to take me to the notarial hall? That's right. It's something... I'll give you a word of advice. If you truly care about Cecelia, then don't give her up to the notarial hall or the Lateran church, or else you'll regret it. Cecelia, I'm guessing you don't want to go to the hall. Mama said I can't go there. But if they can tell me where Mama is, then I will. I can go. Mama's got an illness. I'm really worried. Cecelia, let me ask you one more thing. Have you seen that Liberi from just now? No, I don't like her. Just give me a moment to think, and I'll be with you, okay? Cecilia's mother forbade her from going to the notarial hall, or from approaching executors. An executor showed up before Cecilia's mother went missing. Cecilia's mother went missing. Cecelia was almost abducted by a suspicious Liberi, whose name is likely Patia. Patia said Cecelia cannot be given over to the notarial hall, or the Lateran church. And finally, something's wrong with Cecilia's halo. Would it even be possible for me to extricate myself from this at this point? No. Don't run away, Ezel. Think. What should you do? Mr. Ezel, in the hospital you said you would help me find Mama. Is that true? Is that still true now? This can't be the only solution. It's true, Cecelia. I promised you. We're not going to the notarial hall. Do you still remember where your home is? I need to find someone else who knows your mother. I'll help you find her. That's my promise. Thank you, Mr. Ezel. I don't know how to get back home from here. I've never been here before. But if we go back to where I saw you, mister, I know where my house is from there. Not a problem. We'll take a different route back to Stavonus. Surely it'll be crawling with those people, though. Welcome back, Mustima. Time sure does fly, Your Holiness. What news do you bring this time? Relax, it won't be as bad as that one time. Here's the physical report I mentioned before. Last page is a brief from Stavonus Central's head doc. Considerably cautious wording. Mostima, what is your view? Going by the doctor who did the diagnosis and checkup, this report belongs to an 8-year-old Sankta girl. All the details point to her being a Sankta anyway. Empath index isn't too high, but considering her age and physical condition, it's within acceptable range. The question in these few figures here, my own checkup reports similar results. Sorry, not in. But she's not even 12 yet. Never held a patron firearm. It's hard to imagine she's got the ability to violate any commandments. Outward appearances shoot down any chance she's fallen either. Wait, so is it impossible to go against the law when you're younger? And if that's the case, then why does getting a gun suddenly mean you can? It doesn't leave very many possibilities. I think you'd better... Oh, I think you'd have a better idea than me. If she's not fallen, another possibility is... No. It's just as at odds with her appearance. Progeny like that aren't able to obtain halos. Right. Normally they can't, but we don't have many guesses to go by anyway. Where is this child currently located? Where's Fiammetta? Kid's out of Savonna's Central Hospital. Fiammetta's tracing her. Apparently, it was one of the hall's trainee executors who checked her in. Veliv, Fiammetta wants you to order the Notorial Hall to cooperate. She's on her way right now. Notorial Hall? Silver linings, am I right? She just wants an order to cooperate. Is Fiammetta alone going to be enough? You forget that big conference in the Basilica? Thought you were more cautious than that, Viliv. How much does that trainee executor know about the child? No way to be sure. Hospital describes him as just a conscientious guy who saw a lost child and did the right thing. At least when he admitted her. Let Fiammetta handle it for now. Yes, Your Holiness. Aren't you going to participate, Mostima? Not at the moment. While we were in Stavonus Central, Fiammetta met this Liberi who used to be Pontifica Cohors too. She likely made contact with the child, but according to the info Fiammetta sent back, it's not gone smoothly for her. Whether it was whatever it was she wanted to do. But either way, she definitely used some apostate language. You stay in the Basilica then. Well, no need to jump the gun. Any issues with the envoys arriving? 2 detachments remain. Forecasts say they will arrive on time. Very good then. Well, we'll wait a bit. You know the Pope was waiting to use that joke. Oh, he definitely was. No, maybe since kids don't understand right or wrong, probably. More like the prerequisites for breaking the law aren't available to kids, at least when it comes to the most well-known commandment. Okay. Patio, we're sorry. We lost them. Forget it. He came to Pagus Ambrosius on purpose. The crowds are massive here, and all the alleys are for what looks like a novice. This executor's got a surprisingly decent hand on the ropes. Ugh, this is a massive wrench in the plan. How could she fall straight into the executor's hands? Who could it be now? Oren? There it is. Called it. There's no way a guy that looks this cool would be good. I've noticed a pattern. Things are getting tricky, Patia. What, you calling to mock me for it? No, not at all. Jokes are reserved for when things go without a hitch. If evil, why cool? I've got good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? Good evening, still on it, I see. Just got out of a Nike stream. Oh, nice. That's also a game that I need to get into at some point in the future. And you said you wouldn't joke. The bad news. Bad news is the Lateran Church caught wind already, and they're officially sending someone to intervene. Guess who got tasked? Meta. Bingo. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. I'm eager to hear what the good news could be. The good news is, it's just Meta. More steam has been kept at the Basilica. That counts as good enough, but the news I want to hear is what you are doing right now. Real sharp of you. Because my steam has been left behind, me and her have switched report times. Which means I'm free right now. How's that? Jumping for joy? Not a chance in hell. Okay, I found the new Roy and Monica. Also, Oren, I'm warning you. Stop acting like you've got such a wealth of experience. I joined up with the guide long before you did. Alright, got it. I know I could never compete with you, Miss Iveta. Hey, don't hang up. Hold on, listen. I need you to hold Meta off. What about you? I'll be fetching Cecelia. Well, why don't you hold Meta off and I fetch Cecelia? Ease up on the temper, okay? You know exactly why. Besides, if you intercept Meta, then no one's harmed even if you fail. And if I go handle that executor, the chances I succeed are better than yours. Do you hate the Sankta, Patia? What are you asking? Answer the question. I don't hate Sankta. What I hate is Liberi who put them up on an altar with absolutely no self-awareness. If you don't care about Sankta, then you'll never know what makes them tick. What are you trying to say? And can you get that executor to hand Cecelia to you because you're a Sankta? Oh, what? Yeah, never mind. What? Are you trying to say you can get that executor to hand Cecelia to you because you're a Sankta, just like that? You've got it all wrong. Halos allow Sankta to sense each other and better understand each other. But that's not to say we all get to live in a happy hive mind. Make sure to like the stream, chat. Yes, make sure to like, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We are literally only 11 subscribers away from getting partner. That would be amazing. Emotional links, ones that are a little too strong, can be a weakness at certain times. Sancta are just too accustomed to them, but once something abnormal happens, something abnormal happens to you, you get stuck with these tiny little doubts that crop up. Is that why you're on our side? On your side? Nah, Patia, I'm not on your side. We're just going the same way by pure coincidence. Oren, who are you on comms with? You really love rooftops, Mustima. I love that because isn't one of the EPs got Mustima on a rooftop? in I think it's Lungman. Same to you. All the Legati love a rooftop run, don't they, Oren? Oh, I saw you this morning. Props to you for that one. That was you, huh? I thought I was staring at someone's rooftop planters. Huh? Come on. Does I look good? It's the latest fashion, Victoria. I highly doubt that. I haven't seen a single person in Victoria look like this. I do like the jeans, though. All I know is fashion doesn't mean dyeing your hair so it clashes with all of you. You're such a Victoriophile, Oren. Wait, so that's not his actual hair colour then? It comes with the job. The glorious Legati demand a certain bearing. Want to guess my job? Want to guess at my job then? Aren't you curious why I went to see the old weirdo out of nowhere? It's so secret, it might just sink Laterano. Stop. I don't want to know. You don't? I was really hoping I'd get another helping hand. Roy flashback. It does kind of give me that. Instead of meeting up with Fiammetta, you're going to recruit him. Don't be like that, Viliv. I'm devoted to you, heart and soul. That shake, that was... yeah, I just knew that shake was going to be an ugh. Not one more disgusting joke out of you, Arknights. Come on, even I have feelings. Wow, that's the first I've heard of them. If you two have the time to chat, you'd better spend it rewriting your reports. Something wrong with my report? Guess how many seconds it took me to read it? Can't you combine my word count with Fiammetta's? We've written 10k or so if you add us together. I'll have you know, I spent 5 hours scribbling away like a monk. Mostima's returned to Laterano more times than you had true facts in there, and I wouldn't mind reducing your allowance to match. Ooh. I'm real worried, Oren. Penny for your thoughts, Mostima. What if Lemuel ends up like Viliv eventually? You know how to paint a scary picture. I'm getting shivers. I love how they're both just teasing her as well. I'm just imagining Viliv like in it's like the wolves, the meme where like that one serious wolf and then the two wolves either side laughing. It seems you two have all the time in the world. Oren's a busy bee, don't you know? That's right, I'm busy. In fact, it's about time I got going. I get the feeling Mostima's in on whatever it is Oren's doing with whatever it is that group is doing. Until next time, my dear Viliv. I'll bring you some... Show? I don't know. I'll bring you some churros. They're probably not churros, but that's just what I'm going to call them from now on. Mostima word count is that one SpongeBob meme of the yes, exactly, like the very fancy the and then nothing else. What are you looking at me for? I wasn't laughing. Oren Argiolus. Pray you do not fall into my hands. Well, this just looks like Colombia. Oh, it's Ida. Senora Fiammetta. Ezel's already on his way back to the hall. If we could just ask you to wait a little longer. I'll bring you some tea. Most NPC looking man, he really does. I'm fine. Oh, look. Oh, look, it's the guy from My Hero Academia, class rep. Yep, it's Ida. You personally know Azel? I do. He's a trainee under me. Oh, right. You can call me... You can call me Richie. How's his work? Anything dubious, ordinarily? Dubious? Does refusing to work overtime count? He's always gone like a ghost the moment we clock out. Mood. Okay. Here's my spirit animal. But he's fairly good at his work. His practical training period's almost over too. And he should be picking up a good score. Good kid based. Yep, literally. I don't really mind him skipping overtime though. He's a kid. Let him have his easy days. Once he gets into field work, there's no line between on and off duty. That's an L, not an I. I know, but I was struggling reading the L, so I just decided, fuck it, I'm going to call him Richie instead. Because otherwise it's Richele? Richile? Is it French? Do I even pronounce the E at the end? Is it Richel? That's why I just went, nah, fuck it, it's Richie now. He's Richie. He should be considering it lucky that I don't just call him Ida all the time, which I probably end up will anyway. Like Michelle. Okay, Rochelle. Bring up his position. Are you really so suspicious of Ezel? I trust him well enough at this. Huh? Oh no. He really isn't moving for the Notorial Hall at all, huh? What's he doing? Let me see. With this orientation, he's heading back to Stavonis. Signora Fiammetta, wait. If he really was up to something, he wouldn't leave his locator on. Just give this some thought, please. There's also the possibility his marker's a decoy. If he was faking the marker, then his decoy would be walking on the back. Would be walking on back to the Notorial Hall like it should. He's very smart. Signora Fiammetta, please, put your trust in the Notorial Hall's executors. I'm not saying I don't trust him. I work here too. Call it clearing him of suspicion. I love how his halo is so thick as well. Like, what? Man has the rings of Saturn around him. Oh? We've lost his signal. You only just now remembered, Ezel? Still so young. But if it was off to begin with, I wouldn't have defended him. Fine luck, you you little brat. I love it. It's always like commending him as well. It's just like, yes, yep, okay, yeah, you are actually doing dodgy stuff. Good on you. You know how to do it. I don't know what your plans are, but it's his deed. It's his deed, his to bear. Getting some education from you can't do him bad, Signora Fiammetta. Oh god. Oh god. Ah, welcome back, Federico. Thank you. A real frantic day in Stavonis today, wouldn't you say? Was there a complication with the body? I guess the whole show breezed right by you. The body's fine. The Ecclesia is... Oh, the Ecclesia has it now. Oh. Don't you want to ask what show? What show? Never mind. Forget I said anything. But now that Fiora's lady is dead, your trail's run dry, hasn't it? There are other options. Like what? Colombo? Colombo, really? Isn't Colombo a detective show? Rochelle Colombo, I require that you access Fiora Laporta's travel logs. I'm never gonna get used to the way you speak. I can give them a look up, but I just want you to know I'm not writing your report. I will submit an application and report in accordance with follow-up investigation procedure. Sure, okay. Federico Bryan equals Windows XP sounds. Let's see. What did you find? That's a curiosity. Come look at this. Oh, come on. How long do you plan on following me? Drop the act. I've had more and more eyes on me since the moment I stepped out of the hall. You people should learn how to spy a little more subtly. What can you do? They're not from service backgrounds, and they haven't been trained for long. They're doing great for where they're at. Okay. I love how Sankta are all uwu while executor is... yeah. Done pretending, Patia? As long as you don't get in my way, I don't intend on bothering you. Look, we have a past. Let me give you a word of advice. No matter who you've seen, who's directing you, what you plan to do, it's still not too late to pull back. Who's directing me? And who's directing you, Fiammetta? Don't make an enemy of the Lateran Church, Patia. And if I said my goal was to be an enemy of the Lateran Church, I can still act as though I never heard that. You're the same as before, aren't you? You'll protect anything and everything, just for a tiny bit of friendship. Shame I'm not the one I used to be. You can act like you didn't hear, but I can't act like I didn't say it. Oh, there we go, right into it. Time for a stroll. Oh, time to stroll.
医療チームの皆さん、準備はいいですか？作戦開始後もフローに従って行動してくださいね。
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
ついてきて。ディオポーレント。
Do that.
医者ならここに。
That should probably be everything. Oh, that's
I'll do my best.
Sure.
これが戦場というものね。アップルパイ。
Oh, do I want... Oh, I feel like this is going to be very dangerous.
Can I free?
Hope you like fire. Oh god. This is going to be an area of effect, isn't
We're
it?
fighting you guys. Then please do your bestest job, or I'll be really bored.
戦場は騒がしいから、父はもっと大きなアップルパイ。
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Doctor, leave the big guys to me.
I'm just gonna style.
Stay back!
Eh, fine. There we go. So, would Chestnut be an okay version for that, or does that effect not count? I'm wondering if that's the same as the Seaborn stuff, or if it's a different category. We're almost there. Cecelia, do you know these streets? Yeah, he'd work. Okay, great. I'll swap him out then. Or I'll swap him in, rather. I've seen his houses before, but there's a lot of these same houses. Elemental damage is anything that puts the little circle on the operators. Yeah. Okay. It's just because I always confuse elemental damage for the other, like, elemental effects that sometimes happens. Did you just move here recently? Move? I don't remember moving. Huh? Sorry, Mr. Ezel. Mama always took me outside at night. The roads look different in the dark. But I like to sneak peeks out of the windows to see what it was like outside, so I think I can do it. I'll try. It's okay, Cecelia. We'll find it. We haven't reached the place I met you yet. Oh no. Yeah! Sorry. I was looking at the houses. I didn't see you. Hmm? Aren't you the girl who fainted and went to the hospital this morning? Oh, it's that person. Are you alright now? Oh wait, maybe it's not. Oh, it's you. She's fine. Say, did anyone come looking for her? I stayed on watch until noon, but nobody showed up. It's strange. What are our parents up to? Cecelia says she lives right around here. You sure you've never seen her? I definitely remember seeing such an adorable little girl. I suppose I don't need to stand around here worrying my head off anymore. Actually, going to talk to the neighbourhood hall isn't the worst idea. If a family's just moved here, then they'll be sure to have records. Ooh. Lucky. That's Paula right there. Signora Paula, over here. Hmm? What's the matter? I'm running back to the hall right now, so let's walk and talk. Have we had any new households move in recently? Well, of course we have, but how recently are you talking? Do you remember roughly when you moved in, little miss? I didn't just move. Been living here a really long time. Huh? Little lady, can I have your name? I'm Cecelia. It doesn't make sense. I've been working here for over a decade. If you moved in here a long time ago... Cecelia, do you know your mama and papa's names? Mama's name is... Feoria. Oh, there we go. And it stops the music. What? Feoria? The one on Via... The Veritas? The Vetius, rather. I keep wanting to say Veritas. I don't know what that one is, but... Doesn't Feoria live alone? Where did she get a child as big as you? But looking at you, you do bear a strong resemblance. That's odd. Illegitimate? Really? Cecelia, when you say you've been living here a long time, you mean your mama? Yes. Are you looking for your mama? Yeah, I want to find mama. Well then, Senior, you must be Feoria's relative or the like? Have you been fostering this girl out in the country? You've brought her here to see her mother? I never saw this coming. No wonder she'd always avoid any introductions. Such a grown child all this time. Via means Road Avenue. Yeah, I figured. I figured it was the street, and someone else did mention it before. It's more so the way that I say it. I keep trying to say it a different way, and I think it's because I'm thinking of a different word every time I read it. Excuse me, senor. Are you alright? We just about made it while we were talking. Fiordia's house is right there. Should I knock on the door for you? 7-265 via Viatus. I keep wanting to say Viveritus. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if that's a word or something, but I keep trying to say that instead. Ah. Oh, you know the address then? Yes, I do. Mr. Ezel, what's wrong? That look on your face. I'm fine, Cecelia. Let's get you home for now. Come on, let's go. The name. Ever since finding Cecelia, the surprises have come so fast. It slipped my mind to even ask her, what's your mama's name? I think he did try, but then kept getting interrupted. The name. An ill mother, white-clothed, executor, people in gowns. How do I tell Cecelia? Where do I find her mama now? You're a Liberi. Why are you out to abduct a Sankta girl? You're a Liberi. Why are you protecting a Sankta girl? I'm protecting the commandments of Laterano. Commandments? When have the Sankta commanders ever actually applied to Liberi? Fiammetta, do you seriously believe Lateran Liberi are a part of Laterano? What makes us not? I was born here. I grew up here. And to be frank, I haven't seen any split between the two either. Listen, do you know what you're even saying, Patia? Of course I know. You're the one who hasn't got it straight. The Liberi living in Laterano all take the Lateran commandments as guiding principles. We believe in the Lateran teachings. We see Sankta as living miracles. Firearms, commandments, halos, empathy. Suppose they're all Sankta miracles, sure. But do they have a single thing to do with Lateran Liberi? Why do the Liberi have to believe in a miracle that will never, ever come to us? All of Laterano, all of the Lateran Church belongs to nobody except the Sankta. Do you not still understand, Fiammetta? Do you seriously believe you've become a part of them? Too easy. Looks like you're not so staunch after all. Fiammetta. Think it over, carefully, I'm begging you. I told you before I came from Iberia. Do you know what it's like there? I can tell you, a lot of Iberians are even more devout than the Laterans. That I learnt. But what did they get for it? The people of Iberia have their fantasies of Laterano thousands of miles away. That I can understand. But why are the Lateran Liberi right here within reach and still so delighted to give their lives for this bunch of Sankta partying about in their own closed-off golden age forever? Why, Fiammetta? Tell me. You... get out of the way. I'm wasting my breath, aren't I? You have your views, Patia, and I have mine. Then tell me. Explain it. Why would you rather chase something you know you'll never reach? Why aren't you willing to give even one look behind? I don't know what you're talking about. Besides, it's a smattering of words from... Oh, is a smattering of words from me really going to change your mind? If someone's views are so easy to change, then it can't be worth that much to begin with. Whew. Get out of the way. I know you're only here to stall me, but you know you can't hold me. We both have work to do. Your companions are practically no different from any civilian. Do you want them paying the price for you? You don't, Patia, so get out of the way and save us both the effort. Damn. Cold as ice. For someone so fiery. We're home, Cecelia. I don't have a key. I can't get in. Mr. Ezel, can you... Are you really okay? Do you feel bad? You've been looking down for a while. I'm fine. Let me get the door open. Why did the lady just now say you actually knew our address? Cecelia, do you recognize this firearm? Is that Mama's guardian gun? Mr. Ezel, why do you have Mama's gun? I'm sorry, Cecilia. Sorry for what? I don't really understand. You know where Mama is, don't you? Yes, I do. I'm sorry, Cecelia. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm apologizing either. Sorry. Cecelia, your mother passed away. She's not here anymore. If she's not here, where is she then? What does passed away mean? I remember this morning, Mama said she was going somewhere, and she couldn't take me with her. Did you go with her, Mr. Ezel? Can you take me there too? Just once, just for a little bit. I won't be selfish. And I'll listen to Mama, and I won't stay there, and I'll leave, so... Can you let me see Mama one more time? I haven't said goodbye to her yet. This is going to be a difficult event to read, isn't it? Ooh. What's happening? Why is she crying, Ezel? What did you just do to the poor little girl? Yep, there we go, he immediately knows. Who are you? Hold on. That's uniform. You're a Legatus? Very sharp eyes, Signor Ezel. By order of His Holiness the Pope, I am here to take Cecelia to the Basilica. Whoops, forgot to introduce myself. My name's Oren Argiolus. If you want to check my identity, no harm in using your regulation terminal from the hall there. Oh no, forget that too. You turned it off, didn't you? How did you find this place then? Signor Ezel, you underestimated Legatus. You thought your movements would be hard to track? Or did you think you were so thorough you left a zero trace along the way? Your Excellency, if you're going to take Cecelia away, can I at least ask you a few questions first? You're funny, Signor. You think I have to answer what you ask? But I'm not such a cruel man, so shoot. Pun intended. Just who is Cecelia? Was she born a fallen angel? A colourful imagination, Ezel. Was Mostima born a fallen angel? But it's not as mysterious as you think. Cecelia's mixed blood, that's all. What? That's not possible. A Sankta's mixed blood child can't be a Sankta. Oh. Wait. Is Mostima part Sarkaz then? Like, actually part Sarkaz? So that's why you guys kept giving me the smiley face every time I talked about her horns in the past. I mean, it's possible, maybe not, but considering Mostima thought it was the same case, if she's a mixed blood, then that means... If it is the same case, then that would mean Mostima's also a mixed. Interesting, I wonder how that works. What? That's not possible. A Sancta's mixed blood child can't be a Sancta. There are very few cases of Sancta mixing blood with other races, but it's not rare enough to alarm the Lateran Church. You know the reason perfectly well, then. Offspring of Sancta and other races don't become Sancta. A Sancta and Feline's child turns out Feline. A Sancta and Forte's child turns out Forte. Mixed Sancta offspring don't get their halo and wings of light when they say their first word. And they can't empathetically sense other Sancta. That explains why he couldn't feel anything from her. To put it simply, they won't have any of the Sancta's distinguishing features without exception. That's the general accepted wisdom, anyway. Cecelia is an exception. She's a Sancta who shouldn't have turned out as one. My second question is, should Cecelia be taken to Basilica, how the Lateran will treat her? I don't know. Don't give me that look, Azel. If I was going to lie to you, I'd feed you as much kinder one, no problem. Feed you a much kinder one, rather. But the reality is what you see. Cecelia is an exception. I couldn't tell you how the Pope is going to handle this. But his Holy Father of ours, this Holy Father of ours, I don't know what impression you have of him, but, well, at least I'm given to understand he's not known to use extreme methods. I still don't trust it. And look how cute Cecelia is. How hard-hearted would someone have to be to harm her, right? I don't trust you. Third question. I cannot entirely trust your answers. I wish to accompany Cecelia to the Basilica. Is that a question? Sorry, but that's the one question you'll have to forgive my answer on. Oren? What are you doing here? Ha! Azel is of the same mind as you. This all seems wrong. Like, that's kind of the thing about it.
Slice them up like a millefeuille. How do you like it?
And I do kind of assume that Azel would feel intentions from him anyway. Unless they do have a way of hiding it, but it feels wrong. Hey Garmer, it's Christina's birthday today, so do something nice for her. Ooh. Should I do one more? I think I might do one or two more. Yesterday was Mudrock's birthday, by the way. Oh, I think someone did mention that. Unless I'm thinking of another one. Also, hi. Hello, Raphael. He has many followers, and among them, Sarkaz and Liberi are in the majority. Between them is no division, but rather recognition as fellow brothers and sisters. Is that like the anti-law? Ah, shit, there's two. Okay, it's fine. Defender Lapland and, what's her face? Gavial. I'm okay for him, aren't I? I can't do the rank 7 yet. There was someone I wanted to swap out. Oh, yes. There you are.
戦いが始まったら チームのみんなが怪我してしまうかもしれないって思
It's
う
still
と
relatively low level and I've got E2s
ちょっと
almost
複雑だよね。
everything, so I should be fine. Oh, Fiammetta. Seems like you're in a bit of a mess. None of your business. No need to get worked up. Care to sit down for a cup of tea? Enough of your jokes. Why are you here? Mostima never mentioned you were on our support. Well, Viliv didn't give me an official order either. And personally, I'm more than willing to help you, yeah? Mostima says there's another group after the little girl. And you've already run into them, is that right? More or less. After I hear from the Notorial Hall that Ezra cut his signal, I figured you might get intercepted. If you were to get caught out by the enemy, we'd end up losing the girl, no? I don't know why Mostima isn't here to help you. But if she's pinned down, I figured I'll be doing her a favour. After all, it's not every day I get the opportunity to have the two of you in my debt. A few helpless stragglers can't stop me. A cautious crew sails for 10,000 years. Fiammetta. Viliv's rather. Going to have a hold over you at this rate. Oh, that's a Yanese proverb. In other words, safety is born in caution. Stop trying to show off, Oren. You're so annoying when you talk like that. I'm not kidding. I at least got to express my goodwill. The rest is up to you. Or do you perhaps need me to escort you, my sweet Fiammetta? No need. Goodbye, Oren. Executor Azel, hand over the girl. It is in your best interest to comply. Your name is Fiammetta, right? Senora Fiammetta, I have a request. Let's hear it then. I heard a gun cock. Why is someone loading a gun? I prefer Roy than him, to be honest. At least Roy was funny. Yeah, Roy actually had a personality. This guy is just annoying. He tries to have a charm, and he just doesn't. He sounds pretentious. No sudden movement. There's no telling how I might react. I know it was suspicious of me to go against Rochelle's orders, and turn off my terminal, but believe me, I haven't betrayed Laterano. The reason I didn't follow the Hall's exact orders was because I didn't want anything to happen to Cecelia, and I made a promise to her. And how is that my problem? Please, just let me accompany you to the Basilica with Cecilia. If the Lateran wants an explanation of this situation, wouldn't it be more convenient to have me around? You're getting ahead of yourself. If you think you'll be able to influence how the courier will handle this situation, you'll want to disabuse yourself of that. Going one step further, if you're thinking you could take the girl away if you don't like what the Lateran plans to do with her, not gonna happen. Not in your wildest dreams. I wouldn't dare. I'm well aware of the Basilica gun knights. I am a Lateran executor, after all. I was concerned before because I don't know what was happening with Cecelia or exactly who was after her. Now that I understand, I will comply with your arrangements. All right? Your name is Cecelia. Can you walk? Ezel. Cecelia. I can carry you if you're too tired. I'll carry her. You're too slow. Mr. Ezel, Don't worry. Everything will be okay. Executor Ezel Pastor went to 7-265 via the Vitius, not the Veritas, in Pagastevonus this morning to verify an identity, record a will, and retrieve a patron firearm. Around noon, Giselle appeared in Stavona Central Hospital, taking in an 8-year-old Sankta girl and departing in an unusual manner. The resident, Fioria Laporta, died of illness this morning, and the body was moved to the Ecclesia the Ecclesia. Only one individual is registered, and the Census Pagus also records only one individual residing there. An investigation of 20 years of maintenance records revealed that a basement had been added 7 years ago, with contract documents indicating the space would be for storage. This is a file photo of Fiora Laporta and surveillance footage of the girl that Giselle took to the hospital. You must have already reached a conclusion about where the girl came from. Additionally, according to the report submitted by Giselle this morning, Fioria Laporta, not De Laporta, will not leave a will or an advance directive. Her reason is quite clear. She hopes to avoid contact with the notarial hall. It is reasonable to infer that Fiora Laporta knew her time was short and sought to secure a future for her daughter. It is currently impossible to determine whether Giselle is the object of Fiora Laporta's entrustment, or based on Giselle's background, but based on Giselle's background, the probability is low. Combined with the information sent back by Fiammetta, it's more likely the more likely trustee should be a stray. Mostima, is the reason you stayed behind? Oh, is this the reason you stayed behind in the Basilica? Just temporarily. Don't be so uptight, Vel. Green Puff? Fucking love this guy. Evil music. Hoomst. Whew. Lucky we went for the more conservative option. It would have been awkward if Fiammetta walked in on me getting rid of the National Hall's men. Enough of your excuses. I'd avoid saying too much to that executor if I were you. Cecilia's already on the guide's side. That's just one executor. That's just one executor patia. Not patter. Things haven't gone so out of hand that I need to get personally involved. Yeah, the grey box bug is back. Plus, I think that executor's concerns are simple enough. He found the pity within him to cause his heart to waver, and wouldn't bear to see a sweet girl suffer. Now that we understand him, it's only a matter of time until he comes over. No violence necessary. Right, so he didn't have any intention of taking her back to the Laterano, but he wanted to test Giselle. If only Fiammetta hadn't shown up so soon. That is to say, it's your fault for not stopping Fiammetta, Patia. Just kidding. But I do take pity on that one's luck. What was a little old thing is now very complicated. That's what happens when you get ahead of yourself. This is too a trial given to us by the great and mighty Laterano. Is this, rather? Are you a believer again? A true believer wouldn't say something like that. Those sorts who treat hardships as trials, they turn it all into a blessing of faith. There are quite a lot of believers like that around the two of you, aren't there? I'd take them over self-serving Sankta like you any day. So what's the plan now? Once Cecelia gets to the Basilica, is she going to come out again? Do we have some way to take her? One step at a time, Patia. If we're talking about not wanting Cecelia to step foot in the Basilica, I'm even less inclined than you. But we haven't played all our cards, have we? Go tail Fiammetta, but not too closely. What about you? I've got plenty on my plate. Just found out that someone is looking was looking for me too. Popularity isn't all it's made out to be, you know. Don't go inviting trouble for me. I can't get a read on him. Either he's on their side or he's not on their side. He's either on no one's side or he's being a double agent. I have no clue with this guy at the moment. Alright. Looks like the next clue of the chain is clear. What do you plan to do? I will go to him. Even though I have no doubts about your strength, you're dealing with a well-connected Legatus. It'll look pretty bad if you make something out of nothing. He is involved in this incident. Do you already know about Oren? We have to look into this precisely because he's involved, right? Sometimes I envy the way you see things. But what if he doesn't know anything? I need to investigate to be clear. And that's true. In any case, the fact that the Legatus is involved at all warrants looking into. What I didn't expect is that Fioria, an ordinary and reclusive Sankta, would provide us with so many leads. An undocumented girl, a Legatus, and a Sarkaz. You're leaving? Not even going to say goodbye? Oh, well, alright then. Now that you're gone... Don't blame me, Oren. I can't stop Federico. You bastard! You're on his side? I'll put in a report for you. That's all I can do. Also, isn't he going to become a playable operator soon? Didn't I see that in one of the trailers? She's asleep. She's exhausted. You mentioned that you made her a promise. What was it? That I'll help her find her mother. Her mother? Wait, didn't Mosima say in the message that her mother is, yes, dead? Saw the body with my own eyes back in the Ecclesia. Then, why do you promise her that? I didn't know at the time. And then? Did you tell her? I did, but at her age, I'm not sure she understands the concepts of passing on or death. He becomes playable in Hortus Dare Skip Amusement. Yes. Must have been tough for you. And don't look so upset. I don't think the Pope will treat the girl too harshly. Her name is Cecelia. Signora Fiammetta. Just Fiammetta is fine. Miss Fiammetta, I was thinking, after Cecilia goes to the Basilica, will she ever come out again? I can't promise you anything, but the way I see things, all else aside, she has a halo and that makes her a Sancta. And when dealing with a Sancta, all must obey the commandments, be it the Lateran Curia or the National, or the, I keep saying National, or the Notarial Hall. At least that's what I believe. Even if she's undocumented. Is that really the main issue? Who knows? Might be possible to get her registered retroactively. But there's something wrong with Cecilia's halo. I'm not entirely sure how serious this whole mixed blood Sancta issue gets, but at least the Legatus implied that Cecilia would be fine. A lot of foreign envoys have been gathering in Laterano lately, right? Oh, thanks for the reminder, Christmas. Never really liked Fiammetta in this story, kinda. Yeah. I kinda get the vibe that if she's joined Rhode Island afterwards, I don't know if she has officially or if she's just partnered, but a lot of the time when they do join, they join because they dislike the way their country has acted or the way their people have acted. And I kind of worry that if this is what she's like now and a little bit annoying, it makes me worried as to what's going to happen to change that, if anything does. Unless maybe not. She might not actually be part of Rhode Island. Maybe she's just a, you know, a partner like W is and some of the other ones. His Holiness has been preparing a major summit. I can't help but worry that Cecilia will be a target for someone trying to stir up trouble. Sounds like you've really thought this one through. Coming from the other angle, what would the Lateran Courier do to prevent that from happening? Miss Fiammetta, I don't know if I should even be thinking about these things. Technically, her official job is to be Mustima's stalker. Wow. To be fair, she'd buy the book and try to do her work seriously in a country that is basically uwu. Yeah. But I can't just not think. You'll have to pardon me for being blunt. But what's the point in worrying about all this? Is there any part of it that you can actually control? If you know that Cecilia is in danger, then you should also understand that for Cecilia, the Basilica is the safest place. You're right. Sorry, I fell asleep. Did we wake you? No, I just... Azelle, is that your stomach growling? Want me to buy you a donut, Cecilia? Donut? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Azelle. Don't worry, I'll go for it. I need a break. My arms are sore from carrying her around. There's no way I can handle her long term, alright? But don't do anything stupid, Azelle. I got my eye on you. You still don't trust me? Oh, and you turn on your terminal. You're not allowed to have it off. Yeah, I know. Quick run. Mr. Azelle, that lady was so mean to you before. I'm scared. Don't worry, Cecelia. She's not a bad person. Mr. Azelle, can't I go see Mama? Can't I even say goodbye to her? Well, we need to take you somewhere else first, so you can be safe. As for your Mama, I'll tell you about her later. Let me think about it first. Is that okay, Cecilia? Do you hear that? No, I heard nothing. Hear what? Someone is singing. Let's see. Oh, you're right. It seems to be coming from the cotton candy cart. I'm surprised you could hear it with all the noise in the street. You have really good hearing, Cecilia. Quick, what races have good hearing? It's because I recognize that song. Oh, maybe never mind. Mama told it to me. I can't go off on my own, right? It's okay. We can't go over there, but I can get you can get the cotton candy cart to come over here. Excuse me. You're wearing the same clothes as the enemies we've been fighting. You're wearing the same clothes as the enemies we've been fighting. Is someone calling us? You really like that song, don't you? Hey, there really is someone hailing us. Let's head over there. We can't get any info, so let's just make some money. Yep, okay, it's them. Alrighty. Hello. Oh, hello, little girl. Would you like some cotton candy? Yes. We'll get 2, actually. 3 sticks. This flavour here, this one here, then the swell. Is that alright? Still a nice NPC design? Yeah. No problem. 3 sticks coming right up. Excuse me. What's the name of that song you were singing earlier? Mama taught me the same song, but Never told me what it's called. Huh? Your mama taught you this song? Excuse me, the cotton candy. The cotton candy is coming out. Ah, I'm so very sorry. Just give me a moment. Hold on, the compartment's about to overflow. Let me help you. Sorry. Your hat. Your hat's caught. Oh. Oh, that is not a good thing to have in the middle of public. Oh, that is not a good thing to have in the public. Wait, don't get the wrong idea. She's a Caprine. Caprine are the deer ones, right? Or whatever. Miss. Yeah, okay. Yep. Sarcasm. Your horns look just like Papa's. Goat. Sorry, not deer. Goat. Are you also a Sarcasm? Put it back on. No, I'm Little Missy. You've got it all wrong. She has the same horns that Teresa has. So I'm assuming the same race, same specific race. She knows her dad is a Sarcasm. Yeah. Yeah, the worst thing about it is I did have goats or rams and that in my head, but I kept trying to say sheep, and I'm like, no, it's not sheep, it's not sheep, it's not sheep. Sheep don't have horns, and then I ended up saying deer instead, and it's annoying. Similar to Mudrock in style too. True. A Sarcasm infiltrating Laterano. Are you also after Cecilia? What happened, Giselle? Miss Fiammetta, this particular individual is a Sarcasm. But there's another sentence I dare not say. Guess we have no choice. Now it's time to come to this. Huh. Everyone that we've seen so far. You've got guts, I'll give you that. Oh, that's right, we didn't finish it. Ah.
Listen, everyone.
I knew it wouldn't be long until they come.
Calm.
Oh, which way do I want to do this? Okay, let it build up a bit. Okay, for now I'm just going to do this, just in case.
It's my duty to stand here.
Oh, you're kidding me! Fuck, so much for that.
I'll do my best.
That's gonna get targeted, isn't
傷も
it?
痛みも
Yep.
僕が消してあげるよ
Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. That's not gonna go well.
緊張で筋肉が固まると
I
治
need
療
to
に
put
良く
the
な
other
るん
one
だ
down.
力を抜いて
怪我人はいない。Can I get away from me, please?
wonder what happens if I were to...
Speed. From shadows.
Okay. Are you going to use it again?
Simple and clear.
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
Oh, wait, hang on. I wonder. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe here.
Roger.
Can you do it?
Okay, here we go. Okay, they're not too bad. It's only really the first two shots, and then they're pretty much, you know, they're a non-issue once they've done their two shots. So I can just bait them like I did with what's her face? So with Red. For now. Oh, is there going to be something coming along that allows them to reload? Or maybe like an elite enemy that has more shots or something, maybe? They're trying to run. Not on my watch. Hmm? Ugh. I'll cover you. Run. Interesting. A Pero blocking an attack for a Sarkaz. Neither of you is getting away. Neither of you are getting away. Neither of you is getting away. That can work. Or is it neither of you are getting away? I don't know. This map was annoying for me because it was using my new opt for trust farming. Right, yeah. Azelle, you stay put. Don't even think about... No funny business, I know. The terminal is on, Miss Fiametta. It can be either, but R sounds better. Trust me. All I care about is ensuring Cecilia's safety. Change your plans, you can't stay here. Take Cecelia to the not the Basilisk, to the Basilica right now. Pero Dogger, by the way, yes. It's the same words in Spanish. Unfortunately, I can't roll the R, so I can't actually make the sound, but Pero is the Spanish word for dog. And I guess Latin American as well, which is probably why a lot of the Peros seem to be from Bolivia, or Bolivar, not Bolivia. It's more dangerous for us to stay in the open like this. Let's go, Cecelia. Huh? Weren't we going to the big statue? Is this the wrong way? We're taking a little detour. Well, what's the detour? It means we're going somewhere else right now. The Ecclesia. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a Sarkaz. I plan to ask Miss Fiametta for a favour after we reach the Basilica. To have a high-ranking executor look after her, or the Pontifica cohorts to protect her, and confirm that Cecilia poses no threat to Laterano. To let Cecilia see her mother Fioria one more time before she's interred. But a Sarkaz. If Cecilia's father is a Sarkaz, then she should also be a Sarkaz. And yet, she still has a halo. I might be dreaming. If Cecilia is nothing more than another exception, but she is a Sarkaz. How could a Sarkaz with a halo be allowed to leave the Basilica? Even if the worst doesn't befall her, how will she ever be allowed to leave? I mean, Mostima seems to be able to. Even if this gets me expelled from the Notarial Hall, I have to try. I must bring Cecelia to the Ecclesia. And at least let her say goodbye. You can't run. She's gaining on us. What do we do? What do we do? We can't shake her. Flashbang. This is all my fault. That Liberia's is going to let us, is not going to let us get away. Run, I'll hold her off. But, hurry. Stand back. Ooh. Magic. And Duane? You're not getting away again. Show yourself right now. Ooh. Jesus, that elicited a response. Oh, come on. I truly cannot understand why His Holiness would adopt such a hands-off attitude towards the Astray. Can you tell me, Mustima, since the two of you are well acquainted? Not going to talk about that with you. That's awfully petty of you. I managed to keep him from killing me. Only for you to nearly do me in. Hard to forget something like that. And that's the reason you always wear a hat in front of me. Doesn't it get uncomfortable? I've been a Legata for this long already. It's just a hat. As for you, you should probably let sleeping beasts lie. Do you resent me, Mustima? Laterano has always needed a Lateran courier to keep things going. And that's always rubbed some people the wrong way, so I don't really care. I think we have a little misunderstanding. That a few fallen angels remain in the church has nothing to do with the church itself, but rather the Sankta nature of those fallen angels. My attitude may be a bit peculiar, but do you not deem yourself an aberration? Considering the way you're talking to me, aren't you afraid I'll become one of those regular fallen angels? If that was a possibility, I wouldn't be talking to you that way in the first place. Oh darn, this late already, gonna go. Hope you'll enjoy the rest. Okay, one, I hope you have a nice time. I can't wait to find an open window somewhere. Oh, can't we find an open window somewhere? Fine, let's talk business first. When's Fiammetta getting transferred? Oh, thanks for the reminder. Nothing good's gonna come out of her sticking to me. Shouldn't you be asking her instead? Brought it up before, no good. And you think I have a better shot? It looks to me like the convenient part of power is you get to ignore what other people want. There's a price to be paid for that. So, let's hear it. Why do you want Fiammetta transferred? She said she was my escort. Are you guys not curious as to what needs escorting? Of course, there are some who think she's a warden or jailer to a fallen angel like me. And they don't know the first thing about Fiammetta. I'm just a bait she's using to get at Andoian? I don't know. I'm sure she'd be terribly hurt if she heard you say that. Alright, I'll try saying it another way. The bait is the lock and key I'm carrying on my back. And what's wrong with letting Fiammetta do as she pleases? If she can get rid of Andoian... We spelled it differently this time. Is it Andoian or Andoian? Or even capture him and bring him back to the Basilica. I'd be very pleased. Or are you saying that even the two of you together can't catch Andoian? Not necessarily. Okay, it must be, the other one must have been the typo, yeah. As long as Andoian is still fixated on the lock and key, he can't escape. But, let me think. What if Andoian has already found another path. Is Anduin the father? No, he sounds like a Sankta, to be honest. That really sucks if I've moved on. Lemuel has moved on. Maybe even Anduin has moved on, but Fiammetta is still trapped in that rainy night 8 years ago. That was 8 years ago. There's no way I could bring that up with Fiammetta. And it's times like these where I start to miss that good old empathy. Oh, that's right, so fallen angels don't get the feeling. Oh wait, Fiammetta is a Liberi anyway. Wouldn't do me any good. This conversation sure brings me back. What? Are you here to share the wisdom of one who has walked that path? If you'd allow me to exercise my authority as an elder. By all means. Do you remember what you said to me 8 years ago? I don't want to ruin the moment we're having, but... Sorry, Your Holiness, I can't say I do. It was... No. I still have things to do and people to protect. Villiev's impression of me is making my skin crawl. You weren't willing to let me choose for you, so why now? Do you need to choose for Fiammetta? Pope is nice and rather understanding. Is that why Karma doesn't trust him too much? Yes, he's too nice. I mean, I like him. I don't even know if it's necessarily him in particular that I don't trust. It's more so just the government and country. I've gotten too jaded from playing this game. I don't trust any of the places. Each must find her own path. She must find it and then traverse it. Well, this is my same answer to you. Well, this looks like somewhere out in Spain or Italy. We're almost there, Cecelia. I'm sorry I'm so slow, Mr. Ezil. The sun is about to go behind the mountain. You're doing a great job. Even though we can't use public transit, we're almost off the plate. If I were as strong as Miss Fiammetta, you wouldn't have to work so hard. It's okay. Actually, Mama took me out once and we went somewhere far, far away from home. Just like here. But won't Miss Fiammetta find out that we've sneaked out here? If she's only looking for my terminal signal, then hopefully that will buy me a little bit of time. Oh, he's done the smart thing this time and actually put it somewhere. The important thing is that we're here. Is this where Mama went? Cecelia, I've been thinking about how to explain this to you for a long time. Theoria, your Mama, is here, but she's also not. I have no way of letting you see Mama again, but at least you'll be able to say goodbye to her here. Mr. Ezil, I don't think I get what you're saying. If she's here, but also she's also not, does that mean she went somewhere else? Where did she go? Let's head in first. Before my father passed away, he always hoped there would be nothing but smiles at his funeral, that we'd see no tears, but if I may, I believe what your esteemed father truly wished for was for you not to fall into grief over his passing. Whether through tears or laughter, if that is your way of sending him off, then I'm sure he will gladly accept your sentiments. Thank you, Senora Bayores. Allow me to accompany you around the flower fields outside. Considering I struggled with that one particular song, I'm gonna have a really hard time with this event, I think. Mr. Ezel, that lady also said that her father passed away. Yes. People who pass away come here. People who are alive come to send them off. And after that, they carry on the wishes of the person who passed away and continue on with life. Then, what about the people who passed away? What do they do? Maybe they're watching us from high up in the sky. So we won't be able to see them again because they went into the sky. Cecelia, this is for you. This is Mama's guardian gun. Yes. My mama and papa were both executors for the Notarial Hall. I didn't see them much when I was little, and it was my nonno who raised me. Really just handed a gun to a child, yeah. Nonno really loved his gun, and he'd tell me stories about his younger days every time he polished it. Is Nonno like grandfather? He told me about the battles he fought, his friends, how to meet my nonna, okay, yeah, and the embarrassing things my papa did as a kid. So Nonno is grandpa, Nonna is grandmother, okay. Also, to answer your question, Tor, the particular song I'm referring to is, what's the name, Yalafel? Yeah. When I saw my nonno's gun, I would think back to the stories he told me. Later, my nonno passed away. I was only a little older than you are now. An executor from the Notarial Hall came and took away his guardian gun, just like how I was supposed to take away your mama's gun. Ezel slowly crouches down and places Feoria's gun in Cecilia's hands. I don't know why that made me think of that meme where it says, "Go, do a crime." She lowers her head and looks at her mother's patron firearm. Ezel gently holds Cecilia's gun, Cecilia's hand. Warm drops of water fall onto the embossed floral pattern of the patron firearm's grip, collecting into a little pool in the girl's palms. Mr. Ezel, why am I crying? I watered the plants in the backyard every week, just like my nonno had taught me. When they blossomed, I was very happy and called for him to come and see, but it was only when I called for him that I realised he wasn't there anymore. I would never see my nonno again, or his gun. Death is the last goodbye you'll ever say to someone. Hearing you. But to say goodbye is to overcome death. For there to be a goodbye, the living must move forward while the dead stay behind. A goodbye is the longing that the living have for the dead. It is proof that the dead lived. You're the person that was in the image that I took for the thumbnail, aren't you? Yes. I love the halo you've got. Ah, Freya. And that is why we must say goodbye. Oh, thank God that's it.
I managed to help a little, didn't I?
Yeah, the wings are really cool. It's funny how they sort of like go downwards. Good place to end too. Yeah, that was my thinking. And probably about as much of that story as I can handle at the moment. Ugh. Okay, yeah. The way you cat. Okay, yeah. I'm going to leave this here. I'm... Hey, for you. Yes, you are. I'm most likely going to stream again tomorrow, probably around the same time. And do the tutorial first. People are asking for the tutorial. Sure, I could. I'll probably continue this tomorrow instead of playing another game. Ooh, nice. Libby 2, cat.
Okay.
Well, this is a squad. These are our Laterano exclusive gelato stops. Ice cream stops. Able to continually restore SP to surrounding operators. Angel, according to the mic checker, is an underworld demon. Oh god. Brilliant. Standing in the gelato shop's vicinity lets me use my skills even faster. Jesus, that is fast. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Careful, these are the Pathfinder's Shock Force. Is that what they're called? Pathfinders? Okay. They'll prioritize attacking gelato stops. Oh god. And they'll deal extra damage to them.
Anyone hungry?
Well, that's a lot of damage. Oh, they do a lot of damage in one go.
I will follow you. Locked on.
Oh, Jesus. After a gelato shop is destroyed by the enemy, it will deal arts damage to all surrounding allied operators and also stun them. And on the flip side, if allied units defeat opposing gelato shops, there's going to be opposing ones. It deals arts damage and stuns all the surrounding enemies. Wait, what buffs do the enemies get though? The enemies don't have skills. Ammo? Okay. Oh, that's what you meant. That's what you guys meant. Oh, they are switching. After gelato stops go through a brief intermediate state, they function as normal again. But hasn't its colour gone a little off? Correct, after being destroyed by the enemy, gelato stops will restore SP to the enemies instead. After obtaining SP, enemies can use their skills again right away. Right, so the ammo is the skills. Okay, interesting. Don't worry, our reinforcements have arrived. Some of the Pathfinders are equipped with special ammo, skills, whenever they place it. Okay, yeah.
Here's something yummy for you.
I love that voice. By the way, did Karma realise that the new skin has a lot of Cecelia flowers in it? No, I did not, because I don't know what they look like. Hey, there we go. Okay. Well, there you go. You guys get that little extra.
少しは打ち漏らすかと思ったけど、うまくいったみたいだね。
Okay, but now I will leave it here. And I'll probably do some grinding so I can get Ezel. But yeah, so what I was saying, oh yeah, so I will be, or most likely will be streaming again tomorrow. And I'm probably just going to continue on with this, I think. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming as long. I do want to do stuff, but we'll see how it goes. You need to progress the story for Ezel. Well, can't I just repeat these? Because they give me the things. Because you buy it in the store. So I can get him at least once. But anyway, yeah. But that's generally the plan. Those are tokens. Oh. Ah, okay. That's fine then. Oh, I thought they unlocked him like some of the other events do. Because sometimes you can just buy it, but maybe not. I guess maybe not in this case. You unlock him in GA5. Right. Okay. That's fine then. I can handle that. That'll be tomorrow then. But yeah, that's the plan. But for now, thank you guys so much for coming around. And just also want to thank you guys so much for all of the support. Like, literally, what are we at now? We're like, yeah, 989 out of 1,000. We're really getting close to reaching partner, and it is amazing. So thank you guys so much for that. But until tomorrow, I shall see you all next time. Bye bye.